Cool. Hey, I'm Jim, the GM, and we are here for our fifth game of our Technodyssey game series. And with our Genesis GMs, Josh, Matt, Mitch, and myself. And we've just finished Mitch's series, and Josh is going to take over for a game or two. So, Josh, take it away.
All right, guys, today I'm Josh, and instead of playing Laura today, I will be GMing an adventure for these guys. So to start us off, let's do some character introductions, shall we?
Sure, I can jump in there. My name is Mitch. I've been playing the character Nock the Lion Nilok, gladiator, warrior, tank kind of character. He ain't too bright, but he's full of boastful pride, and he's very likes to talk about his prowess, and he does prove a lot of that in the arena. He is a pretty adept fighter, a lot of charisma, just not a lot of bulbs turned on up there. So yeah.
I'm playing Nicola Crane. He's what we can been calling a technomancer. So he creates little gadgets and widgets that harness the arcane forces in this world, and then he basically throws them at people and they explode. And yeah, he's pretty analytical, and he used to work with the university, which he found out was up to nefarious purposes. So he defected and uh, stumbled upon this group of people who had similar goals. Yeah.
Cool. And I'm Jim, and I had been playing Baron Hawk, the ex noble manipulator. And after the setup, getting in this really weird situation with a cat, pretty much trying to sing this thing to sing it to sleep or to get it to stop it from attacking me after getting myself locked in a hamster wheel. It befriended me and pretty much saved my life and rode away with Baron. So now after the time has passed and after our downtime, um, a new character has shown up and kind of attached herself to the group. And turns out it is Verona Hawk. No, it's not the identical twin sister of Baron with the exact same stats. She's the sister who was sent down from Aerie, the castle in the sky that they're from, to hunt down Baron and bring him back. And along her ways, she has tracked him so far as to find this group of people and find that he has been with them and has attached herself to them.
All right.
I think that Nock should just fall madly in love with her. I think that'd be fun.
I've never felt so awkward in the first 5 minutes of the game.
I'm thinking he'll just be like swooning all over this Sky Lord lady, just trying all of his charms on her. I think that'd be funny.
Oh, God. Oh man. All right. So without further ado, we can get right into it, fellas.
Yeah.
So we'll say it's been about 3.5 weeks, maybe a month since what happened with Major Minor and the miners out in the wastelands, and it is currently night at the city of Sovereign, and
Oh, excuse me.
we begin in the Caesar Colosseum.
Oh yeah.
There's just been a fight that took place. The place is dying down. People are walking from the seats and out to the exits. But we're actually in one of the training rooms, and we see Nock standing there with his sword and his training gear, training. So, Mitch, what's Nock's training regimen like?
It's a pretty strict regimen. He's been taking it extra seriously since his last battle where he got pretty injured there. So his last bout, we weren't online when I covered this, so I'll just recap. While I was GMing, Nock was out of commission. He had gotten to it was a pretty high-ranking battle, and it went right to the wire. So he ended up winning the match, but he almost died in the process. It was a grueling, bloody battle. And so he was on bed rest for a couple of weeks, almost a month. And so by the time he got out of the bed, he was like just eager to improve his skills. So it's a pretty strict regimen of sparring with partners, multiple partners, training with techniques. Those classic kung fu movies where he's like has his weapons or whatever, and he's just going through the motions, practicing, trying to hone his skills. He has an intellect of one, so I always like to point that out. He's not a very bright guy, but he takes this stuff super seriously. It's the one thing he can really grasp is training. So yeah, he's just right now. I could see him sparring, maybe a 1-on-2, 1-on-3 with some of the fellow gladiators, just kind of going through the motions, trying to deflect, defend, practice those kind of combat scenarios.
Yeah.
Right? He also just upgraded his talent of challenge, so that may be what he's doing there. I could see like he has 3 guys focused on him, and he's just like fending them off, fighting them, doing that kind of stuff.
All right. And while Nock is getting his training in, we'll say that walking down one of the hallways of the Colosseum, heading toward the exact training room that Nock's in, Nicola and Verona are walking, trying to get to where Nock is.
I don't understand why we have to be down here.
Well, we're down here because he's down here.
But he could come to us.
I haven't seen him outside this hall, this Coliseum, in a few weeks. So I doubt he would come see us.
I mean, I do approve of this Coliseum. I think it does good to keep. It does good to keep the people entertained.
I think it smells disgusting.
You say that, and I go, I agree.
And as you guys are
I can speak freely around you.
and as you guys are walking, there's 2 guys who are coming out of like one of the training rooms. They're walking, they got their shirts off and the towels over them, they're sweating. I mean, it smells like a gym, is all I can say. They walk past, and the 2 of them they recognize Nicola, and they're like, is that Nicola? Oh, it is. And who's the beauty right next to him? I don't believe it.
As I just continue to have my parasol, and I don't even hold it upright. I'm walking with it tipped down, no need, in my all leathers, goggles pulled up to my head, jacket, bandolier across, and a nasty looking pistol at my hip. I stop and rest my hand on the parasol, and I look at him, look them down, and step to the side up against the wall and gesture back down the hall.
They walk past. Oh, that girl's ice cold. Oh man. Hey, Nock's in the 3rd room down there on the left, and they point down to one of the training rooms and walk down the hallway.
So I totally picture when they come in the room, this is that classic scene. Nock's like fully intense. He's deflecting, shield up, sword. It's just like flying around. And when he sees Verona enter the room, it's like that classic. Oh, he has to he puffs up automatically, but maybe loses his focus a little bit because he's trying to impress her all of a sudden.
I'm the woman, and my beard just shakes. Just,
Are you sure she's not a dwarf?
this is me. Great.
Yeah, so maybe like Nock misses a step and like almost he gets hit, or maybe a glancing blow. Then he has to like stumble back a step, and then before he gets his butt kicked here.
You think with all this training, you would have improved by now.
You better watch it, Neek, or I'll show you. Then he jumps back in and then quickly takes down his opponents so he can strut up to his friends.
Knock takes down the two guys, and they're like, "Oh, did you let it be so hard? We are sparring, you know."
Oh yeah, sorry, man, sorry. He whispers it to him, kind of picks him up, and gives him a pat on the shoulder, and then kind of spryly springs around. He kind of jauntily, shoulders wide, approaches Neek and Verona. He kind of does that like chin raise, head nod, like, hey guys, hey Verona, you guys see that? Yeah, training's been paying off.
Clearly.
You mean this is you better?
Ooh, cold Verona. I like it.
And then the two other guys, they chuckle and walk out the door. We're heading home. See ya.
Yeah, good fight. So, why you guys here?
What?
As his
You
head
won't
bobs
leave
back
this
and
place.
forth.
It's the only way we could get a meeting with you.
Oh, what do we need to meet about? He
That's
starts.
a good question,
And
Josh.
we all look at the GM.
And actually, you came to meet Knock because there are some people who require your services,
Of course.
who are currently waiting in the lobby of the Coliseum because they don't have badges. They don't have badges to get in.
Okay. I also picture every time that Nox is speaking to you guys, every time he moves, he's like flexing a muscle, like, yeah, sure, let's go. And he's just, yeah, like pecs and arms, and like he's just like stretching it out, but in these slow flexing kind of movements.
She rolls her eyes. Oh. Fine. Impressive.
He just smiles with a big grin on his face.
You smell like an ox. Can we get this over with?
Maybe he should shower first.
Well,
Actually,
I don't need to. How urgent is it? I can just towel off.
Oh, the shower is very urgent. I like Verona. This is all right.
Okay, yeah.
She goes, I'll wait for you with the clients. And as she turns, her cape slaps around in front of you, and you feel the wind from it. She puts the parasol up on her shoulders and just begins to strut away.
I imagine I can see like Nock is toweling off, and he just kind of lets this sigh go. And he's just gonna like, kind of throw the towel at Neek. Isn't she great?
Nicola lets the towel fall to the ground and almost pulls an eye muscle, rolling his eyes as he walks away.
Oh wow!
Almost pulls an eye muscle. I love it. Quote of the night right there.
Oh man!
So yeah, Nock heads into the shower room, get cleaned up.
Yeah. So Knock heads to the shower. A couple minutes later, you guys are in the lobby of the Coliseum. It's dead now. Everyone's gone home. There's only a few of the lights that stay on all night because why not? And in the middle of the Coliseum are two figures, a male and female. The male is tall with broad shoulders. He's clad in a dark robe with gold accents and designs, and he has brown stubble on his chin and cheeks. And the female, you can't really see her face. She's covered in this armored bodysuit with a almost gas mask like thing covering her face and her eyes.
Okay.
And the man speaks first with this deep kind of booming voice. Ah, is that your friend you spoke of?
Nock looks at Nicola and looks at Verona, like trying to figure out what one he's talking about.
Yes, aren't you impressed? And she'll point with her parasol. Anyway, she'll find a seat, a single chair for herself, no couch or love seat. Finds one
That's fine.
simply for herself, places her parasol beside her, unhooks her sword, or not sword, takes her pistol off of her belt, sets it down beside her. So what is it that you are needing?
Well, the man says, we require protection to get out of the city. And we were referred to you and your group by a mutual friend. And he kind of searches through his cloak's pockets, and he searches something, and then he looks over to his female companion. Where is it? And then you see in this woman's hand, she has this wrapper from like a cherry candy, and she's chewing on something. And she says, "This doesn't taste like cherry. You lied to me, Adam." And she looks to her friend.
Ate it?
Yeah, she ate the cherry candy.
Nock's still kind of confused. After Verona pointed her parasol in his direction, he looked past himself to Neek like she was pointing at Neek, and he's waiting to see what they want to do with him. He doesn't know why he's there at all yet.
Okay, so do they have? So they referred to us by cherry candy. Do they have like specific requirements? I'll just ask if they have specific requirements. Do you need us to get you out tonight, tomorrow morning?
Who is
bring anything else? Any equipment? Oh, you haven't been introduced. So she hires us from time to time, or refers us out.
Yeah, we get money to do things. It's easy.
So she's your employer.
Yes, that's what hires us means.
Yeah, just she looked confused, man. I was just helping her out.
Well, thank you.
Can someone tell me what I'm doing here? I haven't even had supper yet.
If you would listen. I'm like looking at you, moving my hand toward them. They're not talking, so I look at them and continue moving my hand toward them. Like, keep telling us.
I'm listening, but they ain't speaking.
The two of them look to each other, and then the one in the mask, she says, "I'm starting to think this was a bad idea. Be quiet. Be quiet. This is fine. They're the best of the best. Candy assured us of this." Then the man who was referred to as Adam, he turns and looks at all of you. He says, "As I said, we require your services in getting us out of the city. We require some protection. And hopefully we can be escorted out of the city as soon as possible.
Okay, I get that.
Fine. So we are escorting you out of the city.
Protection from who or what? If we're going to take a job, I'd
Wait,
like
we
to know
have
the
to
details.
leave? Ugh.
And the man, he goes and says, the protection we seek is from one of the criminal syndicates here in the city, the salamanders they call themselves.
Oh, those slimy. What are our cuss words in this world?
You can mix them up.
Yeah, make them up. Let's hear it.
Okay, so technology. We need chargeable power. I'm trying to think of a negative word. We call the Jim's cop
Grease
kind of
blowers.
guys, the bots, those slimy. I'm trying to think of like a negative lizard term.
I was like, grease blower.
Grease blower?
Grease blower.
Those slimy grease blowers. We've tangled with them before. No problem.
I'm sure that I have at some point.
Hey, don't worry about it, Verona. I'll be there. He winks.
Oh man. And the two of them, they nod, and the man says, well, I suppose we should do some introductions. And he points to himself. My name is Adam Campbell. And this, he points to his female companion, is Hasua Ramon.
Hey, Hasu, I gotta ask, what's with the mask? You got a breathing problem or don't like the smell in here?
No, I just like the fashion. Masks are fun.
Huh. Okay then.
So then what is what is this fee you are proposing? This would prove whether it is worth our time. I'm sure that they are busy, and I am especially busy.
Well, we propose, or rather, we can pay you 1,500 units for this job. Should be enough for you all to split equally amongst yourselves.
I can't physically whistle as a real person, but I imagine that Knock would let out a long, like, fancy whistle, like he's impressed. He likes that sound of that. And then I think he
So
would.
I'll like motion over to him and away from them. We are a little short on rent this month. We could really use this actually.
Plus, if Cherry's involved, I mean, she's a girl. I don't see no problem with it. I mean, I wish Laura was here because she would know. She's the one that makes all of the smart decisions.
Mental note. Manipulate Laura.
Was that actually like a you said that out loud?
It was a thought bubble.
Okay.
It's an aside for the audience.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if she was that pompous that she would just stop in the middle of it and say, mental note.
Oh, no. No, she's pretty pompous, but there's a certain level of intelligence there still. And where are you needing us to escort you to? To which location?
At this point, as Verona says that, Hasua reaches into one of the compartments on her bodysuit, and she takes out a holographic pad of sorts, and there's a map of Sovereign, the whole city, and she points to the easternmost side at the east wall. We're going here to meet some of our co-workers.
Co-workers.
How many people are we trying to get out?
Just the two of us.
So I feel like this is a question that Laura would ask. So I'm going to try to make it make sense. But what do the salamanders want with you exactly? And how many of them am I going to have to kill to get you guys where we got to go?
And the man, Adam, he says, how about we leave the details to ourselves? You're getting paid, aren't you?
Okay, I think I want to risk a charm check here for more money then.
Okay.
I think that he's going to walk up to this masked lady because, you know, Charmon Man, he could do it if he needs to, but he's going to lean in and be like, secrets are cool. I get secrets. But secrets are also, the price kind of goes up if you ain't going to be honest with us here. I mean, I don't mind kicking some lizard tail, but you need to maybe up the ante a little bit here if we're going to be risking it without knowing what we're risking it for.
All right. So this is going to be charm against her cool.
Yeah, I think, and he'd be doing it in a more charming way than I'm doing it. You know, he'd be flexing his muscle and getting in on close, giving his dashing smile and doing that kind of stuff.
All right. So that'll be against 1 red and 2 purple. But go ahead and give yourself a boost die because, hey, you're a gladiator. You're good looking.
Okay.
Do you think maybe he could have a boost die since he's over here being charming or wait, okay, maybe it won't be a boost die. Like, you have both me and Neek who are slightly condescending at this point. Like, I don't know if his attempt to be charming is going to necessarily be helped by the fact that we're all going, the other two of us are going, really?
Well, I do get an automatic boost die due to my gilded armor that I had upgraded. So it's 3 green on my charm check, and then I have a boost die attached to it. So that'll be 2 boost die, 3 green. Are you gonna throw me one for my companions, or is that a no go?
Nah, you can just go with your 2 boost die
And then you said 1 red, 2 purple?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna flip a story point early here, guys. I'm gonna upgrade the check. He's feeling pretty swaggery here. He's looking into her little reflective eye goggles, and he's seeing his own beautiful smile. He's like, I got this. Okay, here we go. Oh, and he does not make it. 1 failure and a threat to boot.
All right, so so the failure, she doesn't give you the light of day, and the threat is she looks at you and she says, you know, when I saw the posters about the Great Lion, I thought you'd be more charming, but you're kind of underwhelming. Sorry. She pats Knock on the shoulder and takes a step back.
Oh, yeah.
Her face still hidden behind her mask.
That's a dagger to the heart right there.
What was your role?
My cool roll to keep a straight face at that.
Wow, that's pretty good. I'm not even going to attempt to keep a straight face. I'm going to.
I'm like,
behind you.
That was great.
So I got 3 successes to not be like, oh yeah, good job. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, he takes a couple steps back and he's deflated.
So I'm going to ask the obvious question. Nicola's going to ask the obvious question. Last time we left town, we took a cab. Why can't what is it that's making it difficult for you to leave town?
Ooh.
And outside the city is a wasteland. It's not exactly safer out there.
Well,
What
we
if
aren't
you made up
exactly
against
what you would
salamanders? Like,
call legitimate.
can we make
Or,
some sort of
hmm.
like, I don't know, can we make I don't know, each of us, or you know what, even me, can I make some knowledge roll to see if I can, whatever it is, to see what I can just information I can drag up about the red salamanders to
Yep,
see.
yeah, I mean, it won't be too difficult. Just be maybe like a knowledge education roll or whatever against just one
How
purple.
about a street? How about a streetwise?
Ooh, yeah, Streetwise could also work.
And it's all the same for me.
Yeah, it'll just be against one purple. It's kind of common knowledge about what they do, so.
Okay, yeah, especially if we run up against them before. So, okay,
Okay,
one
well,
success.
All
then
right.
you want separate
Oh,
rolls,
go
or
ahead.
do you want a group check like we talk about it?
A group check could work.
Okay. I have no ranks and I have 2 greens. Then does anybody have any ranks?
Oh, my knowledge is low. I have intellect of 1, so I have 1. Yeah, no, I can't help.
Streetwise.
Oh, sorry. Streetwise, I have 3 green.
Oh, cool. Anybody got any yellows? Any ranks?
No, I just rolled my 3 green.
Oh, cool. Good deal.
Yeah, since Zeke already rolled, we can just use that.
Because there's a success. I'd like to use that.
Yeah, let's use that success.
So, one more. Okay, so what the success? So, you know that the Salamanders are one of the many criminal syndicates that operate in the city of Sovereign. They generally terrorize neighborhoods and citizens. They're petty criminals, but they're moving more and more into the realm of more organized crime.
Okay.
All right.
How do they compare to like the researchers and the miners? Like, are they a little more green? Like they're not as known?
They're 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 known slightly. I mean, you say salamander, people know what you're talking about, but they're
Okay.
not on the level of the researchers or even the miners. They're new. They've only been around for a few years, but they're
Okay.
known at least.
I just shared a link. I couldn't share the actual picture in the chat there of just a logo we could maybe use. I just Googled salamander
Cool.
insignia.
So,
Nice.
do we know why are they called the salamanders? Like, what?
Well, that's Warhammer.
Do they do they breathe fire or what?
No, it's just a name. Mostly because, well, actually, some of their members are kind of modified to look like lizards.
Okay.
So they got like prosthetic scales and whatnot.
Reptilian like.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm down. Might join that gang.
Reptiles for life, yo.
What are we called? Are we a thing?
We should have a name,
We're
I
not
think.
really. We're not really a gang. We don't have We should get one.
Yes. Yes. Something to do with not being low.
Yeah, if you say something about those Sky Islands again, lady, come on.
Literally, we should get a name.
Yeah, we were just
Everyone.
talking about it.
Oh man, I haven't thought of that till just now.
Yeah, we should be like the Lion Pack or something.
No, that's ridiculous. We should be.
Anyway, how soon do you wish to leave?
The Five
Bomb
Claws.
Throws.
Oh, he's just going
There's
on.
3 of us.
So as you guys are talking, Hasua is chuckling from underneath her mask while Adam Campbell looks to Verona and he says, preferably by let's see. He looks at the time. Preferably by noon tomorrow. And we can get from here to
What
the
time
other side of
is
the
it now?
city by noon. Right now it is, we'll say, 10 o'clock at night.
Hmm.
But
Well,
if we can
we
like
better be
get
on
a
our way,
cab,
especially if you need to meet people.
it shouldn't take long to go across the entire city. I mean, no more. Even in traffic, it should not be more than what, 30 minutes, an hour?
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a hard job. Let's just take the money and get it over with.
But you wish to go
Agreed.
tomorrow, correct, sir?
Preferably, we would like to leave as soon as possible. We don't want to stay in the city longer than we have to. We've already overstayed our welcome, as you might imagine.
What did
Well,
you
Sure, whatever you say.
let's just grab some food and hit the road. I gotta eat, man. I've been training for the last month.
Fine. Fine. I'll call us a cab.
Right on. I think yeah, he's gonna head down to like the kitchen area, grab like a leg of meat. We'll be good to go.
A meat leg. Hmm.
Meat leg. Cool. So I'll just reach out and call a cab, like finger up to my earpiece and just get a local cab company to come out and pick us up. I don't know who's coming, but I'm sure the other players do. The other characters do.
Hey, so you call the local cab company, and within pretty quickly, within the like say 10, 15 minutes, he's already rolling down the street in his chariot looking thing, honking. Hey guys!
Yeah. Knox coming out the front with the big. His just like it's a pretty hefty leg of meat. It's like what's an average sized animal you'd be eating? Not like a cow leg, but something
Like a
impressive.
boar.
Yeah, like it's like a pretty sizable leg, and he's just gnawing on it. He has his armor strapped on, his sword and
Big
shield.
ham hock.
And it's Rob, or I think it's Rob. Yo, Rob, good to see you.
Hey buddy! Whoa,
What?
is all that for you?
Yeah, you want one? I can go back and get one.
Oh no! You keep it, man. You keep it.
You want bite?
You know what? I'll take a piece of you offering.
Yeah, here you go. He just like walks up and sticks it out to Rob's face.
Yeah, Rob being the cool guy he is, he chomps down with his teeth, with his hands still on the wheel. Oh, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff.
Yeah, only the best here, man. And then
Nico throws up in his mouth a little bit.
and then I picture Knock like using the meat as like a stick, and he points to his guests, like Adam and the lady, he can't remember her name, but mask lady, and just like waves him over. This is our ride.
They walk over, and Adam's mouth is agape, and Hasua's, even though you can't see it, she's like making the strangest face. And they're just like, what is this?
It's the most non-conspicuous vehicle in the world. All right. Well, conspicuous, is that the word? Yeah. Most conspicuous? Obvious? What's the word I'm going for here? Help me out.
Flamboyant.
Yeah, it's like the loudest vehicle you can find. Like not discreet at all. Come on in.
Oh my.
I suppose the best place to hide is in plain sight. Let's go.
Hey, Verona, you can get in the back with me. I got some meat.
We're riding in this?
Yeah, come on. It's very comfy. Only the best for the best fighters.
pistol back in my belt, parasol. Like, you'll watch me just put it over my shoulders. All right. Parasol over her shoulders. And she walks and she'll slide in, making sure she gets a door seat.
Yeah, Naka's a gentleman. He opened the door for you and everything. He's like leaning up against it all nonchalant, smiling, chewing on his meat stick.
Oh, man.
She gets in first, points at you with that parasol, and she goes, "Drip any of that on me, and I will shoot you in the knee."
He just lets out like a belly laugh. You're the best.
Oh, man.
Gets in the car.
So everyone piles into the car. Rob, swallowing his piece of meat that not give him, he looks over his shoulder. So where are you guys headed?
I don't know. Adam, where are we headed?
Then Adam kind of leans forward. He flicks down his hood. We're heading toward the eastern wall ducts of the city. Then Rob says, the eastern wall ducts? No one goes there. But
Rob,
you know what?
You can't tell me. You've taken us into and out of most stranger places than that.
Yeah, you're right. Well, you guys better strap in. It won't be too long of a ride, but it'll probably be a few hours at most, depending on traffic, of course.
Nock leans over to Neek and whispers, "Is like, I thought we were fighting salamanders. What's up with these ducks?"
Just get some rest.
Okay.
And then as he leans over and gets ready for that, I look back. I go over to Neek and I'm like, "He's serious, isn't he?"
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, he knows how to throw that sword around.
Please don't open up any doors for him to make more sexual innuendos.
Good point.
Oh, man. So Rob gets going, and you guys are riding along for a couple minutes. You're on one of the, we'll say it's a kind of like a freeway situation. And there's cars in front of you, cars in back. It's not like a traffic jam, but it's kind of going slow to a crawl. And while you're driving there, your two guests haven't said much of anything, and Rob, being himself, has been making small talk, cracking jokes, just trying to pass the time.
With his mouth full, the stick's about half empty now. He's just, sure, Adam, right?
Yes.
And he takes another big bite. So, what is it you guys do again? I know you said you wanted to keep things pretty close to the belt, but we got a ride going. You might as well share something. Maybe we can do some business.
Well, if you must know, we are, he thinks for a moment, historians of sorts.
Historians?
Nicola's eyebrow raises. You don't say. Historians of what?
Historians of many things. The world, the catastrophe, the wasteland, many things.
Too bad Laura ain't here. Hey, Nick, I think she'd like these guys.
Yeah, so, are you in danger because of what you know? We're a bit of treasure hunters ourselves.
I suppose you can say we're in danger because of what we know and also just who we are.
He elbows Verona. I bet you these guys got a name.
Yeah, like the national treasures or something like that.
It's probably way cooler than the salamanders. Hey, you guys got a name? Just
Adam doesn't respond, and you see Hasua. She is looking out of the windows, and she's fixated on another car that's just rolled up next to you guys. It's like this kind of long shape, kind of a limousine, but not as fancy. It's cobbled together. It's got scratched paint and mismatched wheels. And she says, I think we have company.
interesting.
Okay, I'll take a look and see if I recognize anything on their vehicle that would identify who they are or what kind of
And I
vehicle
will
it
go
is,
ahead
anything
and
like
pull out my
that.
pistol.
All right, Matt, give me a perception check just against one purple. All right, so
Success.
Nicola looks out and he looks at the other car through the window, through their windows. He sees it just as both of the cars roll under one of the lights, the street lights, and you see lizard-looking men in the car with pistols that they're loading up.
Hmm.
Rob, take a
Yeah.
side street.
Take a side street.
Better hurry.
Where we can and Rob says, well, okay, and he like throws the wheel and the chariot skirts on the freeway and goes down one of the side ramps, and in hot pursuit is that junky looking salamander limousine. And the next thing you hear is a gunshot as like a bullet whizzes past the right side of the chariot.
Okay. Neek yells at Rob as he gets his blade ready. He's like, Rob, get ready to do that thing with the roof. You know, that thing that we did the one time?
Wait. You better do what you think you're doing.
Just get ready, just in case.
Oh, this always happens with you guys. And he goes and flicks up like this dashboard, and there's all these panels on the on the dashboard. He's like, just say when, all right?
Yeah. And then he looks at his two companions and just asks, like, what's the plan? Like, are we going to run this thing or are we going to fight?
Adam, he looks up, he says, well, you are the bodyguards.
Yeah, I wasn't
You
talking
leave
to
it
you. Verona. Neek, what's the plan?
Oh, well, sorry.
Verona immediately. So the way I've got this imagined right now is in this cab, like the back seat is like two facing seats facing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on my like, even though I tried not to, I'm still riding in the middle of the seat with
Yeah.
Nate on my left and the lion on my right. So with this going on, I literally am going to reach over, roll down the windows, lean out the windows like, you're welcome, lion. My ass is just hanging in the car while I'm leaned full out, and I start shooting at the tires.
So Verona leans out and starts shooting, and That'll be initiative, guys.
Okay.
Is that cool or is that vigilance? Either.
Either or, I'll say.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
it's tough.
we kind of knew they were coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my vigilance is 2 yellow. My cool is a yellow and 2 green. I feel like I might roll vigilance. Oh, and then I have to make sure I hit special rolls, roll initiative.
Bow, bow, bow.
Did I not roll?
Oh, no, you're good.
No, yeah, all three of
Oh,
us
yeah,
did.
we're all there. Uh-oh. GM's rolling twice.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. And this will be the last one.
Oh shit!
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use rapid reaction.
I guess we know what. I guess what we know we're doing the rest of the night.
I'm going to go ahead and use my rapid reaction. I've got 2 ranks in it, so I'm going to suffer 2 strain to add 2 successes.
All right.
Okay. Nice. I got nothing like that. Okay, I have a side question here. If theoretically, if a character was to say jump from one moving thing to another thing and he missed and fails the roll, in this situation, would that character just be dead? Because like,
No.
or is there like a
No.
saving? Is there a saving roll to somehow like not miss the card completely?
I
Like,
mean,
how
I'd
does that-
say, like jumping from one thing to another. I mean, failing a roll like that, I mean, yeah, it could mean you fall. It all depends on the GM, but usually for me, like that would be like a despair or like 3 threat or above that you'd like fall and get hurt.
So okay, I just know like one time I failed a roll while fighting a tree, and a certain GM knocked me unconscious. So
You could have
That
a
was-
failure mean something like you attempt to roll, but just at the last minute you don't see it coming, but like a low-hanging banner or sign pops up and we pull you back in the car, stopping you from being able to jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah. So got a PC slot, got 2 NPC slot, a PC, an NPC, and another PC. So basically, one of those NPCs is just going to be the driver, and the other 2 slots are for the guys in the car.
Cool. Okay. So then, our turn, huh?
Yep.
And you're already out the
Okay,
window
so-
shooting.
Yeah, I'm already
Yeah, if
hanging
you got
out.
a quick strike, then go ahead.
Yeah. So we're going to say the cars are pretty close together, so we'll say this is like short range-ish.
Okay. I'm shooting at their tires.
Oh, shooting at the tires?
Absolutely.
All right. So,
I mean, if we're really right beside each other, I'm shooting at their tires.
all right. So, yeah, short range, 1 purple. But since you're shooting at the tires, I'm going to say add 2 setback because you're moving and the tires are harder to hit than, say, the people.
Okay.
Can I give Verona a setback die because I'm worried about her? I hug her legs to secure her.
You give me a setback?
Oh no, sorry, a bonus. I meant a bonus. I meant a bonus.
No, I think you mean a setback.
He's like,
I just kind of hug her legs and like, I got you, Verona, or I got you, V. I gotta have a nickname for her eventually. I think of the name. She'll hate.
Yeah, V,
but it'll
and
be
she
good.
hates that.
Yeah.
Just Rona or Ro. Cool. Sweet. I'll make that shot then, or I will attempt that shot, and let's make sure I don't have anything special I got to do. Okay, nothing else is going to help me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that trigger. Here we go. Making that attack roll. Miss with 2 advantages.
Man.
All right. So the bullet flies and doesn't hit the wheel, but 2 advantages.
Sweet. So what I'm going to do is um I want to use those advantages to like notice. I want to notice something special about like something important about what's going on.
Okay. What are you thinking about?
Um let's say like with this car, let's say with uh their car. I am able to, gosh, I don't know, maybe recognize that uh like the driver is, I don't know, like short of sight or something, like, or that the car is a manual or a standard or whatever we call it. Maybe there's I noticed that there's exposed engine parts, or it catches my attention that this limo is absolutely terrible, beat up, and there's no hood over the engine.
All right. Yeah. How about for two advantages? As Verona shoots at we'll say the back tire, she notices that like basically the the back ends and like the rear bumper, like there's no plating or anything there, so it's just exposed wiring and machinery. And in fact, she can see like the tip of the gas tank that's like behind the wheel.
Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, cool. I'm going to use my maneuver to get back in the car and like duck down behind the under the lower than the windows down to the floorboard,
Yeah.
and I tell Adam and Hoswa to drop down as well.
Yeah, and they do so.
That'll be my turn.
All right, that'll be your turn. So going to one of the enemy's turns.
I really got to run to the washroom quick, guys. Just like 2 minutes here.
Oh, no problem. We can wait.
I'll take the
Attack
next
him!
turn.
Attack him! So which side of the car are they on? Like the way I kind of described what I was imagining. Did I lean over Neek or did I lean over the lion?
Let's say you. Let's say just for the heck of it, you leaned over Knock.
Okay. So then they're out the right side.
Yep.
Cool.
So it's like both of the cars are going down this exit ramp from the freeway. The chariot is on the left side, closest to like one of the railings, and the Salamander's kind of beat up limo is on the right side, closer to the like a cement kind of wall.
Okay.
If that makes any sense? I hope it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for
I'm
those
back.
of us not in the North America region, for those of us in the North America region, we're in the fast lane and they're in the slow lane.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
We're in the
So right after Verona shoots and ducks down on the Salamander's limo, on that left side, she shot at the one of the longer windows kind of cranks down, and two of these lizard-like men pop out with their pistols, and they fire at where Verona was just a second ago.
So in this situation, are they shooting the vehicle then? Like, how do they hit us with the vehicle? And do we have cover? Is basically how that would work?
Yeah. Basically, it's cover.
Okay.
Essentially, the vehicle adds I want to say the vehicle, because of how the chariot's built, it adds some pretty sturdy cover, so it adds 2 setback to their check.
Okay.
nice.
And you're specifically targeting Verona in this case.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And
But I'm down lower than the windows.
exactly. They're trying to shoot at her, like trying to get her to where, like, where like maybe like her head pops up a little bit, or like maybe her arm, something like that.
Gotcha.
It's pretty awkward the way they're kind of like leaning out the window. It's pretty comical. Oh
Yeah.
man. But yeah, let's see how this goes for them. Probably won't do too well.
I have no range defense.
And the car gives cover, so that'll be 2 setback for them, just because of how you're positioned.
Yes.
All right.
Wash.
Right. So they fire. Their bullets just go wild. Like they don't even hit the car. They just go flying.
Go
And
Tony.
then now, on another window, next NPC slot, a second group of salamanders pops out with their pistols, and they're actually going to fire toward poor old Rob in the driver's seat of the chariot.
Rob, man.
Crap, did we stat him out or what?
We pray for him.
No, I don't think we ever did.
We just pray.
And they're going to take a maneuver to aim.
We could be real nice and just say that he's a rival.
Yeah, I guess like Rob is a rival type character. And heck, for the heck of it, let's say Rob has adversary 1.
He's like a named NPC.
Yeah, he's important.
He's got like 12 wounds, but no strain.
Yeah.
They still hit him.
Oh, they
Boom.
hit him.
Oh, God.
All right, so they fire. Their bullets crash through the window by the driver's side and hit Rob in the shoulder. And then with that advantage, as it hit Rob in the shoulder, he loses his grip on the steering wheel. So the chariot starts kind of sliding, going out of control as Rob tries to regain control.
Yeah. Nock's gonna swear because he's already he feels like he's already failing at his job. I can't believe he has been wounded. Damn it! He just gets all worked up. Do you have any game plan in your head there, Neek, or is it cool if Nock just brazenly takes action here?
Actually, since I have Quick Strike, I get a boost die to people who have not acted yet. So if you don't mind, I'm going to go against the driver.
Sure.
So what I'm going to do here, I'll tell you what I want to do, and GM, tell me what you want me to roll.
All right.
So I want to pull a gadget out of my side pocket in my coat, and it's basically like a flashbang, and it'll work more or less like a curse. So I guess giving him setback or maybe 2 setback or something to his driving the car.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if that's specifically a curse or something like that, but that's the effect I'm going for.
Let me make a quick check here.
So all a curse does. See, that's the thing about it, is that seems like what it would be, but all it says in here is adding a setback or 2 to the target's checks.
Yeah, that sounds like curse.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll get a boost. Check my 2, and the boost as I'm acting. And then what do you want me to roll against? Just average 2, or do you want me to give him an extra 1?
Let's say.
So it's 2 plus.
Let's say. Yeah, let's say 2, but I'm going to flip a destiny point and upgrade that. So say 1 red, 1 purple.
Okay. Successful decrease the ability of any checks they make by 1. So 1 red, 1 purple?
Yep.
All right. Great success.
Oh,
So for 5 successes.
Whew. Oh, man.
that's pretty impressive.
All right. So
this is so weird.
all right. So let's say you toss in that gadget and it flashes the driver. With that 5 successes, so curse. So you have to decrease the ability of the check he makes, and we'll say he also gets a setback as well. That seems fair.
Cool.
Okay. Sounds good. So does he have, because he has to, I imagine, have to constantly make drive checks or something like that.
Yeah, in a way. Like he's gonna make a check to try to. Oops, that was too much. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna try to like make checks to kind of keep the car steady. And since that curse got him pretty good, he's only got 1 dice to roll for this against. Gonna be a pretty difficult check for him.
And a setback. Yeah.
Yep, and a setback. Oof.
He crashes.
Oh, just yeah. He hits a
Oh
pole.
man. So
This explodes.
yeah. So he tries to keep up with the chariot, but the flash in his eyes, he loses control of the car. It swerves and it slams into the concrete wall that's right next to them, and it'll take a. The car itself is gonna take a crit.
Cool.
Yeah, decreased defense.
All right, so let's just say, it goes and slams to the concrete wall, and you see the panels of metal and whatnot start like just scraping off of it and flying down to the street.
Cool.
And knock.
Yeah. So my first thought was to have him leap to the other car and start stabbing people. But now I'm wondering if I should take another approach here. Okay, here's an idea I want to run by you guys. Can I flip a destiny point to say that the chariot, because it's a gladiatorial chariot, belongs to the arena? I flip a point and there's like I was gonna say a rack of spears, but there's not. But like maybe some spears that are like mounted against the back wall, like a cop car with shotguns. So maybe like there's like 2 or 3 spears that I could just grab and start hucking out the door.
That's hilarious. You know what?
I
Yeah.
say, of course there is. Obviously there is.
I mean,
Why
yeah. I
wouldn't
mean,
there?
hey, in the flip a destiny point, say there's 3 spears there.
Cool. And I'll just grab the Tyranoth. I have a Tyranoth book up here. So I think a basic spear is melee. Now there's a spear light and a spear. We're not using melee heavy or light, are we, in this game? I think we're just using melee.
Yeah, I think we're just using melee.
So then, yeah, let's
If
use
you're
the
throwing
normal.
it, is it ranged then?
I don't know. Probably.
I mean, for this, we can say, hey, ranged spear. Just use
And
the
let's
same
use-
stats that it has.
Yeah. Okay.
And just say depending on like the spear it is, it could be either ranged light or ranged heavy.
Let's see what's more advantageous. I'm good. I have the same for either one. Okay, so yeah, I'll just say it's the heavy spear. So flip the point. Yeah, there's 3 spears jacked to the back of the car. So first knock, he kicks open the door. I picture it as like there's it's kind of like a limo almost, in that like there's doors that kind of open outward. So like, how am I trying to picture that? Like there's one door that swings out, and then there's one on my side that swings out. So it's like a double door on each side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like a chariot, like. So I kick open the one side of my door. It kind of swings open, and I just start yelling at these things like, "You slimy mud suckers! You can't hit the broadside of a barn!" And I use my challenge. So I spend a maneuver to challenge 2 of the minion groups.
Yeah.
Or 2 of the. So basically, I have all the focus except for the driver on me. So now they'll have 2 setback if they attack anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for my action, I'll have to take 2 strain to grab the spear. I imagine off of the wall.
Yeah.
So that's the second maneuver, and then I'm gonna huck this thing at the faces.
Yeah, that'll just be, if you're looking at the them, it'll be a purple and then a setback, because the car door kind of adds a bit of cover for them.
Sure. Purple setback. Okay, and then I just have 3 green. I'm not really skilled in ranged combat. Okay. Is there anything that the spear does I should know about? A spear has accurate 1.
That adds a boost die for you.
Sweet. I'll take all I can get. A 3 green, a blue, a purple, a black. Oh yeah. Whew. So he's hanging on to like what would be the holy shit handle of this chariot, and he just leans out the door with this spear and just wings it at one of these lizards.
All right, how much damage is that?
Okay, so a spear is +3. My melee, my brawn is 3, so that'd be 6.
6. Yep.
And then 7, 8, 9.
9.
Damn.
Whew.
That's like a laser pistol.
So, all right. So with 9 damage, there's soak. So you take out 1.
Yeah.
So Nock chucks the spear, and it soars across a small gap and impales one of the salamanders dead in the chest, and the reptilian man kind of croaks and falls over.
Sweet.
And then you hear from the car, "You bastard! You killed my brother!"
Hey, Rona, you see that hit? Yeah. He's like still hanging at the door. Hasn't even got back into cover yet. Just woo.
All right, and new round, PC slot.
Go ahead,
Right.
Rona, because he's cursed until the end of my next turn, so I'm gonna go last.
Cool. So I'm gonna, with you still leaning out the window, you hear like,
Hanging out the door.
yeah.
Doors. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna climb over the back seat into the front seat as my maneuver,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna start shooting again. This time, since I'm moving to the front, I don't feel like I've got a decent shot at that gas tank that I thought I saw. So I'm gonna start aiming at these people, literally like leaning right out the window, right back at them, like gun to their faces, pulling triggers.
All right. Yeah,
Just-
just 1 purple and a setback.
Being a terrible human being. You know what? I'm even gonna crawl out there and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna when I jump up there, I'm like, boo! And for a minute they're like, what? As I'm gonna spend 2 more strain to take the maneuver to aim.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
4 successes and an
man.
advantage. Sweet. With my other character, I never rolled damage. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's 8 wounds, but I have 2 pierce, so that's 10 effectively. Or 8 wounds, 2 pierce for you.
All right, 8 wounds, 2 pierce. All right, so let's say you take out the last guy that was in Nock's group of guys, and the 2 of them are down.
And I'm gonna use that advantage as I'm just pop, 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 shooting away at them. And I look at them and go, jump in and get some of this. And I'm gonna lean as far forward through the window to try to open up space as I'm just like cheering somebody else on to take a whack. Oh, wait, I know who it is. I go, boom, got one for you, Lion. And I literally like point ahead of both of us to the next windows up. And I'll lean out of your way. Or better yet, I know, got one for you. I grab whatever you've got and I like grab your arms and point that way. So you're like, yes.
Okay.
If you had a gun, I would have grabbed that and pointed it for you.
All
And
right.
Nock just takes that as, oh yeah, she's coming around.
All right, so the remaining 2 salamanders, not including the driver, the remaining 2 still poking out of the window and just being egged on by Nock. They're gonna aim down their pistol sights and fire toward Nock.
Okay, so I have a ranged defense of 1.
Yeah. Defense 1. All right.
Do you have anything else that helps me? Durable, swift, no.
All right. And then since you challenge them, that gives them a boost die, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so they have 2 boost die, 1 from that and 1 from aiming.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right, so the 2 salamanders lean out the window of their car and they open fire. The bullets ping on the side of the chariot, and with that 3 advantage, the bullets ping on the side, sending sparks flying up toward Nock, and some get into his eyes and on his face. That'll give Nock a setback to his next check here.
Okay.
So that's 2 of those advantages, and with the last one, they'll pass on some words of encouragement to the driver, like "Hurry up! We gotta get this job done." That'll give him a boost die.
One of your purples is gone now, right?
For the driver.
Well, one of no, I mean, sorry,
No,
like one of
so
your
one of your
slots
bad
is
guy,
gone?
one of your NPC slots.
Yeah, one of those is gone.
Okay,
So basically, like the last one, I'll just skip that one.
cool.
Matter of fact, I can just I'll just delete it.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So now the driver, he's going to try to regain control of the car here.
Oh, success.
All right. So the Salamander's wheelman, luckily he manages to get the car away from the concrete wall, as both of the cars are nearing the end of the exit ramp of the freeway, and the car is now back steadied and back alongside the chariot with next to no problems except for the lost plates and yeah, the two dead guys in the back.
Okay. So we're not engaged, are we? Like, are we close enough that I could stab them like through the window, or would I have to like actually like jump into the car?
You'd have to jump into the car or onto it to do that. You guys are
Okay.
like at short range at the moment.
Yeah, okay. So on my last turn, I had an advantage I didn't spend, so I knocked my strain from 2 down to 1.
Yep.
And then, because he's feeling pretty cocky right now. Whoa! So he's not really, the stress isn't really affecting him. I'm gonna spend a maneuver to grab another spear off the wall. I'm gonna take 2 strain to aim to get a boost die. And I'm gonna fire this thing at them again here.
All right. 1 purple, 1 setback.
1 purple, 1 set. So that's 2 setback for me now.
Yep.
A blue, 3 and 1. Boom! So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 again. Just picking them off.
Yep. So you toss it in, and it impales one of the guys straight in the chest again. He falls over. So now there's only one lizard left in there with a pistol besides the driver.
Yeah, and he's just talking smack the whole time. Like he reaches over casually, kind of like bounces it in his hand. Like, you call that a shot? Playing dirty with those sparks? And then just whew, right in the chest.
And Nicola.
Ooh, so this is out of control. So we're almost at the end of the exit ramp,
Yep.
and their car is pretty heavily damaged on one side, I guess, but not the side
Yep.
that we are on. Okay.
Now the opposite side.
So, and there's one of them, just the driver left, I guess.
It's the driver and one other guy that's left.
Okay. I am going to conjure a small barricade right in front of their car.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
So it'll be just like silhouette too.
Okay.
So, yep. So 2 purple, I guess.
Whatever the difficulty is for that.
Yeah, and I'll summon it maybe 10 meters in front of their car. So it'll just kind of like rise up.
All right.
Boom.
Nice.
So not sure what that would equate to. Maybe it has 2 wounds or something. This barricade.
Yeah. All right. So I'm guessing Neek like threw out a gadget that like popped up into a barricade.
Yep. So he has it looks like a little string, and he just kind of fishes it out from his sleeve. But it, it's kind of like maybe a foot long, and then when he throws it out the window, it like straightens and gets bigger, and like light comes out of it, and it turns into like a solid structure about as high as a knee and about as wide as a person, so maybe 4 feet wide.
All right. All right. So Neek throws out that string and it pops up into a barricade, and you see like the driver of the salamanders, like he kind of starts freaking out, like where'd that come from? And new round, PC slot.
I'm game for, I can go, or everyone else can go. I'm good for whatever. I got 1 more spear left.
Let me go.
Okay, you do it.
Got it. Here we go. So I'm aiming at the driver.
Okay.
I'm using hamstring shot.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to incidental with painful blow.
Okay.
So just to make sure we're on the page here, with
Oh,
hamstring shot,
God.
if I hit, I against one non-vehicle target, so the driver. If the check is successful, half the damage. The target is immobilized, so it can't take any maneuvers.
Yeah.
And then if for any reason he suffers any strain, he will if he suffers any more wounds, he'll actually suffer 2 more strain each time he tries to perform any maneuver until the okay. So then no, I'm just going to go ahead and go painful blow. Yeah.
All right.
Do I have to spend anything to do that?
Painful blow.
I increase the difficulty by 1 voluntarily.
Oh, okay.
So
Thought-
2 purples.
Yep. 2 purple and a
Black.
step back. Yep.
Perfect. And yeah, I'll spend a story point to upgrade that.
Sounds good.
Boom.
Oh man.
4 successes. So he's going to take 8 wounds again. Pierce 2. And if he tries to perform any maneuvers, he will take 2 strain each time.
All right.
So like what, driving the car?
Hmm.
Driving the car with a barricade in front of it.
Yeah, these guys are hooped.
Yeah.
So if he's still alive,
He's still alive, barely bleeding out all over the place, but he's alive.
awesome.
All
And
right.
then I'll get back in the car and I'll lean back and I'll just look over at Rob and be like, watch out, pointing at the barricade, rolling the window up.
Watch out. Watch out, man.
I feel confident that
The
I've
window goes
used
up.
enough ammunition to make what I need to have happen.
Yeah. And now NPC slot. So the driver's going to do this first, and seeing that barricade, he freaks out and he kind of goes all in, and he's going to kind of swerve and try to ram the chariot off the road. Which I'll say this will be his driving against. Yeah, that works. Yeah, he tries to run the chariot off the road. He just misses terribly.
Yeah.
Rob is a better
Is
driver.
that against Rob's driving? Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, Rob's a good driver.
I love Rob.
Rob's great.
Solid dude.
All right. So then this other salamander, the last guy with the pistol, he kind of leans out and he's like gritting his teeth over at Knock, but last second he changes his target and moves over at and he lines up his pistol with the tip of at the tip of Hasua's head, who is sitting right next to Adam, still with her mask on.
This is the driver or the salamander?
It's the salamander.
Okay, so he still has 2 setback.
Yeah.
Take that.
And he's aiming over at Hasua and he says, "You little skunk, this is all your fault."
Hmm.
And let's see. He has 2 setback.
Oh,
So
Damn.
he fires wildly, and most of all of his bullets seem to hit home. 2 of them strike at Hasua's armored bodysuit, and 2 more strike her mask, and they kind of rip through, shattering the glass and the metal as her mask just cracks and falls off her face.
Eesh.
And with that threat, we'll just say one of his bullets kind of ricochets off of Hasua's armor and nearly nearly comes back to hit him. So he kind of takes a point of strain, which goes to his wounds. So he's kind of dazed and still hurt.
Yeah. Okay. I think you good. What do you got up your sleeves there, Neek? Yeah,
I mean,
I can
I
try to
could
spear
light the
this
car on
driver.
fire. I thought about hacking into it. I don't know if what type of system they're using, or we're coming up to the end of the. I imagine we're like at the end of the ramp or
Yeah,
the off
basically
ramp or whatever.
you're at the end of the ramp and Rob's like turning down one of the streets.
Okay. So yeah, maybe I can alter the lights that we're gonna hit. So maybe the next light, I'm gonna turn it uh, green for the crossways lane. So they're gonna start to go, and I'll tell Rab to slam on the brakes. So can I do that? Can I like hack into the in the next 6 seconds? Hack into the grid.
Well, you can certainly attempt to. That'll be
That's what I like to hear.
that'll
Great.
be pretty. Be hard because it's you only got about like 5 6 seconds before you actually get to that
What
light. So
what if you did it as a magic, as like a utility? One of your one of
Can
your
I do that as a utility? I guess yeah, because
hmm,
as a utility, there's no thing. It's just it has to be like story relevant rather than relevant.
yeah. I mean, either way, I think it'd still be the same difficulty.
Well, then I
And
definitely want to make it magic
I'd
because my
say like
computers are as good.
doing it as utility might actually be harder than doing it as computers.
Yeah, that's probably
I
true.
don't I would maybe with computers it's because of the time it's impossible to do it. But with magic it is possible, but it might be 4 or 5
Yeah.
purples.
Oh man.
Or like 3 purples and lots of setbacks because you're rushing to do it, and maybe you don't. Maybe this is something you're trying to take one of your tech devices that you've got, and you're trying to use it for something that it's not always for.
Yeah,
But
like so I'm just trying to create a green light on the other side, but I can't see it very well. So the other cars will go or something
Mm.
like that. I don't know.
or like
Hmm.
you summon a bulb behind the green light that's on, or behind the
Yeah,
green glass.
yeah. That's yeah, because I mean that's still gonna be super difficult because there's far away.
I mean, hey, whatever you want to do, you can attempt. I never say no.
I know, and that's what I want to do. I want to try and turn on a green light on the cross section of traffic, so the other traffic starts to go, and then we'll hit the brakes. That's the plan anyway. And then they're gonna slam into a car. I guess I don't know.
So I'd say
Trying to be creative.
I'd say like if you do want to do like the hacking route, if you want to use computers, it'd be a 3 purple. If you want to use magic, it'd be 3 purple with say 2 setback.
Okay, I'll do computers then. I'll pull out my data pad real quick and so 3 purple, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. No, I've done computers before. Here's my computers rule.
Oh
That
man,
seems good.
you're on
4
fire
successes,
tonight.
2 threat.
All right. 4 successes, 2 threat. All right. So
Yeah.
you managed to do it just in the nick of time. However, with that 2 threat, Rob isn't quick enough on the brakes, and you guys get kind of caught up in the surge as well.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's awesome.
Yeah, way to go, man. Our rolls, every roll except my charm roll has been pretty epic tonight. The one that mattered the most.
Well,
No, I'm kidding.
It will say that 2 threat gives you guys all setback die on your checks until the encounter's over.
Ooh, okay. And then that's me. So we still got this
okay.
car coming after us.
Yeah, it's still there.
We got the
There.
driver.
Yeah.
This last spear. Knox, Knox loves the thrill of the fight. He likes a good fight, but he's getting a little bit. This is getting a bit boring. It's too easy. He just keeps spearing these lizards. So he's kind of, it's losing its luster. Now it's both of his the people he's supposed to be protecting have been hit. He's getting a bit frustrated. So he's gonna reach over, grab that last spear. He's gonna let out a bit of a growl. He's gonna line up at this driver because he feels if he can peg the driver, this car might just flip over and crush the other guy.
Okay.
So, where am I at here? 3 green, 1 purple, 1 black, plus another black.
And you know what? Before you roll, I'm going to flip a destiny point and upgrade that to a red. Because
Ooh.
now you're in the surge of all this traffic, and Rob's doing some weird maneuvers to try to not crash.
Okay. Oh, and then my spear gives me a bonus.
Yeah,
For
accurate 1.
1. Is there anything else in there? I'm gonna flip a point back. I'm gonna upgrade, get yellow in there.
All right.
Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah!
Okay, 2 successes.
3, 6, 7, 8 damage to this driver.
8 damage. All right, so that damage will take him out.
Yeah. So I picture it like he's in this mood. He's kind of just getting annoyed. He growls, and just as he lines up the shot, he accelerates just enough so that the driver window is like right in front of him, and he just plunges this thing through the driver's window into the right through the side of the ribs. Just arms go up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
heal a strain here with my advantage. Oops, that's not right. Two.
yeah. And then say as Nock throws that final spear, it hits the salamander driver, and he just goes out near instantly. His head slams against the wheel of the junky limo, and it starts sliding and careening into all this traffic. People are honking and beeping. Cars are just flying down the street, trying to avoid getting hit. And we'll say that'll be the end of this combat, as the other guy, now he can't really get a good shot in, so that'll be the end of this.
Cool.
And we'll say as that happens, you see the salamander limo slam into a light pole and flip.
Yeah, I was waiting for that flip.
Just flips over, scrapes on the ground with this loud, ear crunching scrape and scratch. And Rob, even though Rob has a bullet in his shoulder, he's still driving like a pro.
Like a boss. Good old Rob.
He goes through. He says, "You know what? When you asked me to do this, I didn't expect to get shot at, but I guess that's how it is these days."
I got you covered,
So
brother.
I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I'll take a look at it with my medical bag.
I
Has
just
like
pull up
a
2 painkillers and reach over and put them in front of him.
Nice. And then yeah, Neek or Nock just kind of like these guys have kind of an agreement going on because he's Rob's his boy, and he just kind of like reassures him that he'll compensate. Like, you'll be compensated, my man. Don't worry. I got your back on this.
Yeah, and Rob nods. He says, "Yeah, you better. You're buying drinks for the next few months." And as you guys are talking and all this, and Rob's getting painkillers stuck into him, you all see this kind of this kind of this this glowing green light from the back of the chariot.
Yeah, and then Nock, he does remember that both of his um, uh, what's that word? His charges, I guess you'd call them. Like they've both
Yeah.
been wounded,
yeah.
so he turns around to check them out, and
Oh, they both were.
yeah, because I thought maybe
No,
when
only
Rob just
got
got
hit.
knocked off.
Rob got hit, and then the girl got like hit in the
Oh,
head.
okay, I thought Rob was Adam, and so I got mixed up. Okay, so Rob got hit, not Adam. Okay.
All right, so knock you look back and you see Adams kneeling over Hasua, who's on the ground. Her mask is just shattered and on the floor. And what sticks out to you is you look at this woman and you see her eyes are her eyes and hair are glowing green, just
Mm,
like how Laura's eyes and hair
yeah.
kind of glow orange when she uses her magic. But this this girl's like on a whole nother level. It's a
Okay.
constant glow. It doesn't fade. It's just there.
Yeah. Okay. I think Neek or Knox, sorry, I keep saying the wrong name. I think he'd be pretty calm in this situation. Like as soon as he sees this glow, all of his affections for Laura are going to come out, like his understanding and the struggle that they've been through. He's going to relate that to his relationship with Laura, and so he's going to go into a complete. It's probably the most composed you've ever seen Knock because he's understanding the situation for once, and is going to be trying to look after her right away here. So I think he's going to yell at Neek because Verona has Rob covered with the painkillers. Like, Neek, I need you over here now, man. She's not in good. She's in pretty rough shape.
No, okay. So I'll take a look and I'll ask her if it's the mask. Does she need her mask repaired? Or any other medical? Like, tell me where it hurts.
And then she kind of gets up. She gets up and her movements are stiff, not very natural. She kind of just gets up and she kind of shakes her head. You see there's a small trickle of blood that's kind of going down her face, down her nose. And she just looks to you, Neek, and she says, "I am fine. Everything is fine."
No, it's really not. You're bleeding. I'll look at Adam, see if he has any, like, help me out here. I'm
And
trying to
then
help.
he just Adam just he just shakes his head. He says, "She's fine. Look." And then he pulls back a strand of glowing hair and you see the bullet wound on Hasua's head. It kind of starts to mend itself with this kind of glowing light.
Fascinating.
Then Adam, he says, "We didn't mean to deceive you, but I'm sure you know that individuals like Hasua are not welcome in this world."
Yeah, we're well. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Finally looking back at the situation and seeing Hasua, I just turn back into the seat, then reach back, grab my parasol, hold it in my lap, and I'm just not going to turn around and look at her.
Yeah, and then Knock just yeah, we're well aware of the situation.
I've had dealings with quite a few afflicted. We'll get you out. Won't be a problem.
They both nod, and Adam says, "I thank you. The salamanders are after us because they know of Hasua's condition, and they wish to sell her to the Sky Barons for the profit and to increase their social standing, I would imagine."
It would work.
Knock kind of bares his teeth, his kind of front fangs that his teeth have been kind of molded into. He's kind of like grimaces and bares his teeth a little bit. Thought of it. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen today. Let's keep going, Rob.
Rob nods, and he keeps driving. And as you guys drive and get closer to your destination, Adam, he is more talkative now, and he says, "You asked earlier who we belong to, and I believe now I trust you all enough to tell you that we are a part of the Esoteric Seeker Society. We believe it is our mission to find the legacy of the last king and to bring everyone down to the ground together in harmony."
Harmony is fine. But we can disagree.
Yes, I'm sure you disagree, Miss Sky Baroness.
I look back at you and look at her. Be careful. You're speaking to the soon-to-be matron of Erie.
Ah, Airy, the worst of the worst.
Well, this is going well. Let's focus on the task at hand. We'll all go our separate ways.
What? You trying to get rid of me, Nick?
Not you.
Oh,
I don't think I could ever get rid of you.
well, yeah. I'd say not.
Lord knows I can't get the smell out of my clothes. I'm sorry, what?
Josh, what's the female's name again?
It is Hasua.
Hasu. I'm gonna make that up. Hasu.
I can write it here for you. Put it down in the chat for you. Give me a sec.
Cool. Just gonna take some notes. Sweet. Hey, I think I spelled that right. Afflicted. Where are we driving to then? Now that we've lost our pursuers.
Now that you guys have lost your pursuers, Rob is still bringing you guys to the eastern wall of the city. And in fact, as you drive, you see that, you know, the somewhat glitz and glamour of where the Colosseum and all that was has kind of drifted now into a more industrial part of the city. Everything's grungy and dirty. You look around, people are practically in rags or just not very good clothing. And in front of you, like in the distance, you see the eastern wall and all of its pipings and vents and sewage ducts.
So we're in the slums.
Yep.
The slums, because basically everywhere on this downtrodden part of the planet is slummy. This is like the slummy slums.
Yep, the slummy slums.
Okay. So Verona must be having a wonderful time.
She's staying in the car.
And after say 40, 50 more minutes, Rob stops at the edge that's a couple minutes away from the edge of the wall on foot, and he says, "This is as far as I can get you. They didn't pave any roads around here, and well," he kind of points, and you see the road kind of slopes down into this kind of almost like a landfill of sorts. There's trash and discarded cars and tubes and technology, all sorts of things that's just been piled up here over the years.
Okay. What time of day is it right now?
It is. So you guys left around 10 o'clock at night. It's been about 5 hours. So it's about 3 in the morning.
Okay. So yeah, as we get out of the, I'm assuming we're getting out of the car. We're at as far as we're gonna get. Nock just kind of walks up to Rob, pats him on his good shoulder. Like, thanks for all your help, brother. I know you took a shot here, so when you get back, talk to Frank. He's my man. He'll give you the best treatment. Tell him it's on me. Sorry for
Yeah,
that.
well. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, good luck and don't get killed, all right?
And I imagine they have some kind of bro shake, they do their little thing.
Yeah. And then he's like, he's about to leave, and then he looks over and sees Verona still sitting there. You getting out?
Is this the end of the trip?
Yeah, that's everyone else is getting out.
Okay. Good. She'll open the door, get her parasol, put it out first, walk out, close the door, look at the group of them. Are we done?
Nock kind of sidles up to her and he's like, don't stress, B. We'll get you some new boots when we get back to town.
You know, I think I can get the boots myself. I'll catch up with you later.
And while this is happening, Adam is giving Hasua his cloak, and they're like bundling it around her face and hiding her glowing hair. And
Wait. I'm sorry. We're being dropped off here? We're not. There's more to this?
Yeah, that's why I said you probably want new boots. These ones are going to get a little dirty.
I thought we were done. We just escorted them. We saved them.
and then then
This isn't the edge of the city.
Adam looks over. He says, "The wall is." He points to the eastern wall there, and from here to there, that's at least an hour's travel. So no, we're not done yet.
She huffs at you, opens up the parasol, turns her back on you, and walks away. While she's doing that, once she gets a good distance, she changes comm channels and contacts Erie.
Oh.
Says, get a ping on my location.
Right away, Mistress Verona.
Thank you. And I let him know I found an afflicted.
Oh shit! And that's outside, like, so we didn't see that happening. Like, we're not aware, or we are aware of that.
I tried to block it, and I got a distance away.
Okay.
I will then return to you.
You have a change of heart?
He's going to buy me new shoes.
That's my girl. Let's get this over with.
And she closes the parasol and taps you on the chest with it and goes, "They better be good."
So I think not to take point. I'm gonna have my sword and shield drawn. I know I kind of know the neighborhood. It's night. It's 3 a.m, and
not many people out.
Yeah. So he's just gonna be on guard. Take point.
A little backstory. She is looking for Baron. Is that right?
Me? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And we don't know where Baron is.
Correct.
So the cat took Baron.
I mean, I think, funny to me, in my mind, like, there's been stories of a cat and a man with a lute, like, on the countryside and in different towns, like, singing songs and doing some crazy stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, some Robin Hood-like adventure.
Very urban legend now.
Yeah. It's only been a month, but
Okay.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I mean, Nicola would have no reason to suspect Verona of anything crazy. So, but I actually wanted to talk to Haspa, and on the walk, I guess, pull up pictures of the cube that we found. And since they're historians, I'll ask them if they know anything about it.
Nice one.
Talking about the cube from last session.
Yeah, from the previous ones.
Yeah. So they look at it and they kind of ponder over it a bit, and they say, "I'm not exactly sure what that is. It seems some kind of old tech of sort."
That's what I thought too. Look at these strange inside of it. I just don't know what the rest of it would do.
While Mitch opens his bag of chips.
Yeah, this is good radio.
Great radio. Then they keep staring at the box and they're like, well.
Mitch, mute your microphone.
I got it.
Oh, man. It's hilarious. Anyway, they keep looking at it and they ponder. They say, could it be? No, it's too bulky to be one of those eye thingies. Maybe a boombox, or I don't know. Some kind of audio transmitting device.
Interesting. Well, it was worth trying. We're not sure what it does yet. I suppose when we find all the pieces.
That might be best. Right now, it seems incomplete.
Okay. So I guess we'll just keep walking.
Yeah.
In fact, Nicola's he's gonna assemble a small drone with bits and parts baubles that he's found around. He'll assemble a small drone and put it up into the air to kind of watch around them.
All right.
You want me to roll for that?
I'd say you can Nah, you can make the drone pretty easily. It's kind of Nicholas thing, not difficult.
Yeah.
I will actually. Hmm. Yeah, if you
Well,
can.
so how about this? How about if I'll make the roll to tell me whether or not I see anything.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. So you could
Okay.
make a say perception check as you're like looking at the camera
Okay.
of the thing. It'll be 2 purple.
Perception. Oh, I
Oh my
definitely
goodness.
see something. Oh, that was totally wrong. I have that'd be nice. I have 1 yellow, 2 green, not 2. So just take off that triumph.
Yeah, so you'll take out the try. So 1 success, 1 threat. All right. So as you look around, the drone scatting about, you guys are walking for. Oh yeah, of course. You guys also make your cool discipline checks to recover strain.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, as you guys are walking through this landfill part of town, and Nicola's drone is flying overhead. About 25 minutes into the walk, the drone picks up something, and Nicola, you look down at the camera just in time to see that to one side of this landfill, you see some can't quite see from this distance. They look, but they're in the garb of government agents of sort that are walking close to where you guys are.
Okay, I'll do. Hold up, hold up, hold up. There's someone coming from over there. And I'll show everybody my data pad that has the image on it.
So they haven't seen us yet?
No, they haven't seen you yet, though they're walking toward this location past like a pile of trash and whatnot.
Okay.
On
I'm
the cool discipline check, is it success or advantage I'm looking for?
Successes.
Okay, so that's 2 strain for me. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
So Nicola, you show this to everyone, and Adam and Hasua, they they just can't believe what they're seeing. They're like this they're like that can't be. This is the reclamation service. The hunters, afflicted finders.
Oh,
Oh,
so
Dana.
Nicola might actually know these because he went out with those guys when he was with the university.
Yeah, and Knox definitely tangled with them in the past, like with him and Laura on the run, and always like trying to keep her safe. So he instantly bares teeth, lets out a growl, like, this ain't happening today.
and
Looks
even
like you're in
though
more trouble than you thought.
Verona did contact Airy, Airy does not deal with the reclaimers. We've got our own way, and other people may, but that's not like the way that they do things is not cool to us. So I'm gonna move toward the shadows, get away from the group, try to get a better perspective about what's going on, and undo the snap on my pistol.
Yeah, so Knox gonna look and assess, and he's just gonna throw it out there. Are we hiding or fighting?
I've already gone over to get away from you. I'm not there to
Yeah,
answer.
I know. I'm not addressing the people that stuck around.
Let's hide for now.
Okay. So we're gonna try to duck into the shadows with or around the area here. Okay.
Yeah, all right. How about you guys give me some stealth checks here?
Let's do it.
What's the difficulty?
difficulty will be against the Reclaimer's perception, so it'll be a red and a purple.
Okay.
Fair enough. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
2 successes.
We
3
doing a group or?
Say as individuals, since you guys are hiding in different places.
and a triumph.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick close to Adam and Sona.
Yeah.
Asua. And so I'll be with them. But yeah, I seem to be successful on my stealth check. Not as successful as Verona. And of course, Neek is stumbling around trying to get to the door. You haven't had much luck with those stealth rolls, Matt.
My new coat that I just got is pretty bulky, and I don't know how to work it yet. So I
don't
can
know how
stumble
to
over
work it
something.
yet.
And that's actually there'd actually be no setback there, but even still, you still fail.
Well, so I
or is
when
that
I
from?
put on the character sheet, the only thing I could think of that the kind of coat was equivalent to chainmail.
Oh,
That's all I could-
I see.
that's all I
Oh,
could
yeah,
click
chainmail
on.
setback. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so your coat's so bulky and loud. Oh gosh, man.
Yeah. Well, I got a
All
lot of
right.
stuff in these pockets.
Yeah, it's all clinging around. All right, so Verona, 2 successes, 3 advantages, and a triumph. Go wild, Jim. What's that like?
And okay, so these reclaimers, like, let's say that they're let's say they're like they don't have helmets.
No, they don't have helmets. These are like the day people. They're the kind of like official. Hello, sir. We believe your child may be,
Okay, so so this is like 3 a.m., right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Pull up my gun and I shoot out the street light above us,
All right.
sending us into pitch
Basically,
black.
pitch black. Yeah.
And I'll use my 3 advantages to immediately gain another maneuver to like stay in the darkness up along the wall to move myself already like closer to them.
All right. That works. That works. So we'll say like they were medium range from you before, but you managed like to maneuver around like the trash and the wall, and they're like at short from Verona.
Okay.
And all right. And knock 2 successes and an advantage. What's that like, Mitch?
So I feel like Nock kind of quickly runs over to Adam and Husua, and kind of guides them to a kind of maybe a mouth to an alley or a mouth to like between buildings, and so they're able to get there unnoticed. And the advantage is that there's actually kind of like a hidey hole almost that he can kind of push Adam and Husua into, so they're like fully covered up. So even if he was to be spotted, they'd have some advantage to not be seen in this. It's kind of like a cranny they can kind of hide in.
All right, and poor Nicola, his jacket is not doing him any favors as it's jingling around, and all the stuff he has is big and bulky, and he tries to hide but fails. And with that threat, one of the reclamation service members, they shout out, "You there? What are you doing out here?"
And then the lights go out.
Let's go out there like what? And they just keep on the way to where they saw Nicola. They're like, we know you're there, sir.
Okay, so I've been caught, so I'm gonna stand up and say, "Ah, there you are. I've been looking everywhere. I'm Adam Finch. University Services. Here to assist.
Adam, give me a deception check.
Against what?
It'll be against these guys' vigilance, and they're pretty vigilant. So that'll be 3 red.
3 red?
Whew.
Yes.
Good night.
These are government agents, not easily fooled.
That is hilarious.
But I'm from the university, and I used to work with reclaimers like this. So, can I get a boost die or something?
Of course, of course.
This is gonna go down in blaze of glory.
You got this.
We're all fine here. We're all fine. How are you? Oh my god!
Oh no way!
Wow. That's epic.
Oh,
For those of you listening, he just rolled a 1 success and 2 advantage against 3 red die. So that's pretty spectacular.
3 green and a blue against 3 red. Yeah.
All right, so success and 2 advantages. So what do you want for those 2 advantages?
So for those 2 advantages, they will actually know someone from the university named Adam Finch. Like they don't know what he looks like, but they know someone with that name.
Yep, and they nod. Adam Finch, yes, we've heard of you. We've read many of your papers and studies on the possibilities of magic. Yes, magic theory. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, that's obviously my area of expertise. So,
yes. Well, we're
here. So I'll flip open my data pad and I'll look like I'm scanning the area, and I don't find any unregistered signatures.
Well, yes. Well, we did get a tip-off from one of our informants in one of the elder houses that there was an afflicted somewhere in these areas.
So, do you mind if I jump in?
Obviously, where I was sent here. Go ahead.
Okay. I am I'm short range. I can hear this conversation.
Yes,
and
you can hear this conversation.
And knowing that there's 3 of them on the other side and I'm by myself, I'm like, okay. I'm going to attempt to cause a distraction. I'm going to knock over. You said so there's trash and stuff out here.
It's like a big old landfill and stuff. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna knock make a trash landslide over here where I am, and as loud as I can do it, and haul tail away from it to try to cause a distraction.
All right. So to cause this landslide, probably not too difficult. Probably. You know what?
You can also just easily say, I caused that landslide and give them a boost die to sneak.
Yeah. That's easier. That's simple. So yeah, cause a landslide. There's it's like you misplace one piece of trash and the whole thing goes sliding down. I mean, of course, to Verona, it is disgusting. It smells terrible, but it's a distraction.
But at this point, I'm going, that's my afflicted. So I've created that distraction, hoping that Nock gets the hint and tries to sneak on past him.
Yeah, I acquired some night vision goggles in our first couple sessions with Jim GMing. So Nox has slipped those down over. So he has perfect vision right now. He can see it all happening. He sees Verona knocking these boxes over. He knows that he can see the distance. He can gauge exactly what he needs to do here. So he's ready to go. How does Neek react to the crashing sound?
Over there. Let's look over there.
I hear that. I go, oh, hell.
Yeah.
Because I know where they're hiding.
Okay, sneak away.
So how do you, if I wanted to get like a stealthy sneak attack on these guys because they don't have a clue where I am, I want to come in and like backstab them. Do we still do a roll initiative, or is there a way to like get that sneak attack in before we roll initiative, or is that like a certain talent that I have to acquire?
No, I mean it's up to GM discretion. I mean, I'd say it'd be a stealth check to get behind him, and then you'd make an attack roll as normal.
Okay. I think I'm willing to try that. So my stealth is 3 green.
Since it's darkness, wouldn't they have 2 blacks on that vigilance?
And that would translate to 2 boosts for
me?
knock stealth. Yeah.
And then I don't know what the specs on night vision goggles are, but do they give me a boost in darkness as well, or does that?
Right, that's where the 2 blues come from.
Oh, okay. Sorry, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, like normally they night vision goggles like remove 2 setback and stuff, but I'll say for this one, just add 2 boost die.
And what's the difficulty?
Difficulty will be their vigilance, which is 3 red.
Oh snap! Okay.
Good luck.
Okay. I think that's everything. Oh!
Man.
3 success.
All right, so
I'm right up on these biatches.
So Nog manages to sneak behind these guys, and there's 3 of them, and they're all standing in a line, kind of in a half circle around Nicola, and Nog's rolling up behind them. They're none the wiser.
Awesome. So, yeah, I have my sword and shield out already. I get up behind them, and so I'm gonna. Do we treat this as a combat now? Do I take a maneuver and an action, like I can aim, or is it just I'm gonna attack them? How does that work?
That's how you can. So you'll just attack them.
Okay, so just a straight out attack.
Yeah, straight up attack. Difficulty 2. I mean, these guys are technically they're rivals.
Okay.
So they do have adversary 1, so that'll be 1 red, 1 purple.
Okay.
And then give yourself a boost die because hey, you are sneaking up behind them.
They have no idea they're about to get stabbed. Okay.
Yeah.
What do we got here? I think that's everything.
And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna flip one of these destiny points and upgrade, so that's 2 red.
Oh, that's nasty. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Huh?
That's nasty. That is not good. Oh, 3 advantages and 2 despairs. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so first, let's deal with those 3 advantages first. We want those 3 advantages, okay?
So somehow this trained gladiator warrior, even inches away from these guys, is not able to stab them in the back. However, the advantages could. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what that looks like. So I take a swing, and they must notice, so they're able to dodge out of the way. And then, but it's still pitch black for them. Like they can't really see much. So maybe the advantages are
they like trip over something, and
yeah, maybe they stumble and get knocked. Like they're kind of tripping over each other and end up like prone. There's 3 separate rivals. That's what we're up against.
Yeah.
Okay, so then maybe they'll take the one rival ends up going prone.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'm able to take one of those advantages to maybe get disengaged, so I have a bit of space between me and them.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
And then with those those two despairs there, as like one of these guys stumbles and the other two kind of jump out of the way, one of them flicks on like this shoulder lamp, and it beams straight at you, Knock.
Mm.
And basically the two despairs together is, the light flicks up at you, like it catches you. The guy immediately recognizes who you are. It's like, knock the lock.
Yeah.
Then they look over, and seeing you and knowing who you are, that ends up blowing the cover that Nicola created for himself. And they're like, then this must be. And then
Nicola Crane.
oh man, and then immediately they all reach for their belts and start reaching for their weapons. And
Tis I.
So I'm not found.
no, you're not found.
But I would
Perfect.
say too, because I'm wearing my night vision goggles, when that light hits my eyes, that I'm like that messes me
it
up.
burns.
Oh
And I'll
yeah.
say, because of that, let's say like you get like a difficulty upgrade for like your next check you make.
Okay. Yeah. That feels fair. So yeah, I'm able to get the distance, and then this light comes on, and it just floors me. I quickly smack them off my head, and I'm like, yeah, just completely blinded. I like it. Seeing stars.
So you want initiative rolls?
I'm assuming that's initiative.
Yeah, that's initiative.
All right. Ugh. I'll spend 2 strain and make 2 successes.
All right.
I don't care.
So now when I roll this, my upgrading my difficulties doesn't apply to this check. Is that
No, not
Okay.
this one.
okay? Special rolls, roll initiative. Yeah.
All right.
I forgot to hit the roll initiative button. I got 2 advantage, so whatever.
Do you want this off?
I'll add it in.
Wow, Josh, you're kind of not nice right now.
I'm done. Oh my goodness.
Damn.
All right. 2 successes. So
I have a bad feeling about this.
Like we should have talked our way out of it. No,
Like we-
yes, yeah. Go with that.
We were on an okay path, I think. Here we go.
Josh, even though I have 2 advantages, I use rapid reaction to get 2 more successes with that. So
yeah.
I would go before, or there would be a slot right before the last NPC.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. So pages.
PC, NPC, NPC, PC, NPC, PC. You want me to put that in? There you go. Sweet.
And it's got 2 advantages. Yeah, that works. All right. So since two of those guys got triumphs on their initiative checks, they get a free maneuver, and that'll just be to completely take out their weapons. And one of them has like this long kind of curving knife, and the other one has a pistol. and the last one is taking out this kind of shotgun-looking thing.
Okay, and I'm short range to all of them now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Verona's hiding, and Nick is kind of just standing there, trying to figure things out. Well, he's just kind of out in the open. Probably, is he short or medium?
He was standing right next to him.
Yeah,
okay.
he's fairly engaged with them.
Probably engaged. Okay.
I mean, I didn't go down on one knee, but
You guys cool if I start swinging first since I'm right up there? Or do you have a game plan over there, Verona?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
But you go right ahead.
Okay. So yeah, Neek's already got his sword and shield out. He's reeling from the blindness. The goggles are off his head. You can kind of make out the dark blurs of the things in front of him. And he thinks he knows what ones are not Nicola. So he's gonna jump in at the closest black blur. And he's gonna go at this guy out here. So okay, first I'm gonna actually use my maneuver to challenge. So yeah, he just like lets out this thunderous roar and starts charging in, and it grabs the attention of two of them. So I'll take the guy with the blade and the guy with the shotgun.
All right.
They'll be locked on me, and if they go after anyone else, it's a double setback. Okay, so I get 3 yellow. My sword is a pierce 2. Okay. So 3 yellow, and then it'll be a red and a purple normally, but I get 2 red because of my blindness for this round.
Yep.
Okay. I don't have any boost or setback coming my way. Let's roll. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
Okay, so let's double check. My sword is 4, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with a pierce 2.
10 pierce 2. All right, so yeah, you like just cleave into this guy. He's hurting pretty bad, but he's still up.
Okay.
And this was the guy with the shotgun, yeah?
Either one. I just jumped at the closest black blob.
Yeah, all right. So let's say, yeah, that was the guy with the shotgun.
And since I didn't get a despair, it wasn't Neek, so that's good.
Yeah.
yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Just kills Nicola in 1 hit. Oh, sorry.
I mean, could happen 2 games in a row, whatever.
And the guy with the shotgun, he whips around, uses a maneuver to disengage from knock, and he just opens fire with his shotgun.
Cool. Oh, I probably have to take 2 strain because I engaged and I challenged them. Oh, but engaging, I got my fleet of paw, so that cancels out movement. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. You don't have
Okay,
any
so 2 melee defense.
2 melee defense.
Yeah. Oh, and then 1 range. This guy's shooting me, right?
Yeah,
So
1 range. Yeah, he's shooting you. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's short range. Yeah. All right.
Shield up.
All right. Wow. 2 successes, 2 advantages. So he fires with his shotgun, and the pellets just strike at knock, hitting him for 7 damage.
Okay, I have a soak of 4, so 3.
All right. And it's going to use his 2 advantages to pass on a boost die to specifically to the guy the other reclaimer who has the curved sword.
I hate to bring it up, but you also had a boost die for attacking me.
Oh yeah,
So if you
that's
want to,
right.
if you want to roll that, you might.
Oh, it'll probably just blank out anyway. Yeah.
Hey, wow, you're
Eh.
psychic.
Okay, I had an advantage on my turn too, so I'll pass a boost die off to the next PC in line.
All right. And all right, so the next PC slot now, the guy with the curved sword is going to step in to engage with Knock, and he, with a nice balanced stance, obviously he's been trained in this. He's going to unleash a quick flurry of strikes and jabs, almost like a fencer
Okay,
toward Knock.
so there's 2 setback for my defense on that one.
Yeah. Then the boost from the last guy. Oof.
Yeah, still getting through. Okay.
Still getting through. So he stabs and cuts at Knock, and that hits him for 6 damage with Pierce 1.
So that negates one of my soaks, so 3 more damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo.
10 to go.
So there's a guy with a shotgun, a guy with a curved blade, and what's the third guy?
The third guy, I think I said he had a pistol.
He has a pistol.
Yeah.
Shoot. Cool. Do you mind if I take the slot then?
No, you go ahead.
Or you can if you've got something to go with it.
I was just gonna put a barrier on myself, or Knock, since he's taking all the hits.
Do that then. Yeah.
Okay. So I've upgraded my wristwatch, and I hit a button on it. A little disc pops up, and I just kind of toss it at Knock as he's flinging his swords around. And when it hits him, it gets like a blue sheen all over his entire body. And I'm going to give it extra defense. So add defense. It's an extra 2 purple, but they get ranged and melee defense of 2.
Awesome.
So it'll be 3 purple. And if it, yeah, so I'll just roll it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I was just about to say this feels like destiny. You should flip a point. Damn.
So it totally misses you and falls on the ground, and one of the other guys steps on it. And yeah. Well, with I'm gonna recover some strain, I guess. So I'll keep it
You should have had a boost die in there, but that won't do much. You might get one more advantage out of it, but
why would I have a boost die?
I give the
you
boost
gave the
die
next PC.
to the next person. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll spend 2 to get some strain, but then with the other 2 advantage, I'll so the guy who steps on it, it kind of hurts his foot, so the next PC will get a boost die.
Sounds good.
I like it.
All right, now the last reclaimer, the guy with the pistol that looks a lot like a revolver. He kind of whips around toward Nicola, and he just opens fire.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't know what I have. I have soak of 4.
Oh, okay. And we'll say for the sake of this guy is still engaged with you, so his difficulty will be 2 purple. Because he just didn't move. And let's see.
Oh, you got hit. Oh, that's probably a crit.
Ooh.
Damn.
So that whips around, fires at you. That hits you for 7 damage.
Okay. So I circle
And
4, so I'll take 3.
with that with those 3 advantages, let's see here. With those 3 advantages, it hits the bullets hit Nicola, and that kind of makes him stumble back and fall over onto the ground, which will give him a setback on his next check.
Okay.
And also pass on a boost die to the next reclaimer that goes.
Oh,
That'll be that.
okay. All right, so it's my turn.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Okay, this just changed my plans. I'm literally got my flechetta pistol out. I'm like, here we go. And I'm aiming at the guy with the shotgun, getting ready to say something. I see him fall over. Is the guy with the curved blade engaged with Neek right now?
Yeah, he's engaged with Knock. Yeah.
Oh, with Knock.
Yeah.
The guy with the pistol is engaged with me.
Yes.
And the guy with the shot. Okay. Cool then. I don't want anybody getting caught in the situation. Because it's still you're prone. It's harder to hit you, period, unless they get right up on you. Great. And that melee guy is the one who could go after you to make it worse. So what I'm gonna do is I shout out, oh, Lion, shoot the shot, or hit the man with the shotgun, and I'm gonna shoot the guy hamstring shot. I'm gonna aim first as maneuver. I'm gonna shoot hamstring shot at the guy with the curved blade.
Okay.
And that's a red.
Yep. Be 1 red and then 2 purple, I guess, with hamstring shot.
Hamstring shot does not add any difficulty.
Oh, that's right. Oh, no, I got confused with something else.
And you got a boost die.
Yes. Since I'm in the dark and they're all lit up like beacons right now with those lights on their shoulders, can I get another boost die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Gotcha. So those 2 advantages are gonna be crits, by the way.
Okay.
So first it's 8 wounds and then pierce 2. So 8 gets halved to 4.
All right.
Still pierce 2. He is immobilized, so he can't move, period. And a crit.
All right.
Nice.
He also
Well-
can't perform a free maneuver during his turn.
Well, I mean, he's immobilized anyway.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have vicious too.
Oh, yeah, that should be a 20.
So
I'll go ahead and reroll that.
you mean to just re-roll it, or I can
Yeah.
check and see what it's supposed to have been?
You can go ahead and reroll if you want.
Winded. Until the end of the encounter, the target cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate any abilities or gain additional maneuvers.
Well, that sucks.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
yeah.
he'll be dead soon.
Yeah, you got him good.
So he can't move again until the end of his turn. And yeah, I'm staying right here.
Yep. So Verona pops out and just pops at the guy with the sword, hits him in the legs, and he screams out in pain. And he just stands in place, just kind of stuck there almost.
Cool.
Cool. Does anybody want to go next, or can I go again?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I was gonna I want to
Cool.
stab somebody. But yeah, go ahead. I mean, you can keep shooting, and then I'll stab next.
Runners might kill these guys. I'm just, I mean,
No, it's all good. You do your thing, man.
If
It's
she
just I
doesn't,
do.
if she
I
doesn't
will
kill
take.
them, I'm gonna light them on fire in a second.
Yeah, like I'm gonna take the hits. If you go first, like they're probably gonna end up smacking me around.
Yeah.
So potentially, if I can kill one of them first,
Yeah, run up to the dude with a shotty because the dude melee can't move up to you afterwards.
he's already hurting. So I'll just. That's what was my plan. So I think Nock's gonna. The guy stepped back, blasted me. I just kind of growl it off, move forward. So I'm gonna use my fleet of paw to engage. I'm gonna use my maneuver to aim. And then I'm gonna smack this guy. So now I'm only it's one red, one purple because I've lost that disadvantage or that upgrade. Yeah. And then I could use a story point to downgrade the difficulty, right?
not to downgrade, only to upgrade.
I can't decrease the difficulty. Okay, I thought I could. I can't turn a red to a purple.
No.
Okay, I thought I could do that. Then I'll just roll it. So 3, a bonus, 1, 1, and wait, where'd that bonus come from? I'm losing it. Okay. Success. So my sword is 4. My 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage with 2 pierce.
All right, 9 damage to Pierce.
All right. So again, you cleave right into him, and he's hurting pretty bad. He's starting to stagger, and it's getting hard for him to hold his weapon. Like another good hit will take him out. It looks like.
Oh man, this guy's stacked. Okay. Cool.
All right. And then, of course, the got the shotgun again. He's getting pretty annoyed, and he's gonna not gonna move. Gonna take up his shotgun and just try to fire at Nock's face.
Cool. So let's light up that one range defense just to remind you.
Yeah, one ranged fence, and this is ranged heavy, so engage. This will be harder. Ranged fence with the boost.
I could flip a point now though to increase your difficulty.
Oh yeah, you could.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, hold on one second. Do-do-do. Yeah, we go ahead. Do-do-do. And one. Bam.
Phew. Still 3 successes.
Still 3 successes.
Wowzer.
Right, and that's 9 damage.
Oh man. Okay, so that's 5 more for me. Let's me to 11. That was a big hit. Point blank shotgun.
Yep.
Seems
And
good.
then next NPC slot, the guy with the pistol that's engaged with Nicola. He's gonna turn to the side as he saw Verona's flèche pistol shots come from like the wad of garbage he's hiding behind. He's gonna aim and fire at Verona.
My Verona.
Do I get cover for the junk I'm behind?
Yep. We'll say it's pretty sturdy, so that gives you, yeah, that gives him 2 setback for that sturdy pile of junk you're behind.
Yuck.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shoot.
Good night. You okay?
That is.
Hey, I'm real sorry I forgot this.
Hmm?
If you allow it, I have sidestep. Oh, but it's an action. Doesn't matter.
Well, a maneuver, actually.
It says it's action. Okay.
That's a typo. It should be a maneuver.
Well, I can't do it as a reaction. So
Yeah.
either way, I'm stuck with this roll. Cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So
Give it to me.
that's 8 damage.
Okay.
And the triumph will be used to crit.
Okay.
But he does have 2 threat. You have any ideas for that?
He turned his back on me.
Yeah,
His gun
sure.
is jammed.
The Can you use it to make him run out of ammo?
Yeah, like a gun jam or something like you can't shoot for a round.
That'd be more of a despair thing, I believe, to run out of ammo.
Okay.
But hey, say you could
Cool.
give him a setback and somebody boost, you can actually give yourself a free maneuver, like right now, to take.
Can they take strain? Because if not, you just
They
give them a
can.
wound.
I mean, they'll take wounds as strain, but yeah, they can.
Actually, I'll go with by turning and aiming at me, it leaves because I'll take the shot. Nikola gets a moment to stand up.
Yeah, that works.
So Neek can use a free maneuver to.
Cool.
Well, can use a free maneuver.
Yeah, that works. That works. All right, and then for this crit, let's see here.
I mean, sidestep? Does that work as a maneuver? Is that what you said?
Yep, sidestep is a maneuver.
But I'm still hit. Go ahead.
Yeah, you still hit. And then there, I just rolled that crit for you.
Compromised.
Gotcha.
Yuck. Yuck.
Man, oh man. All right.
Okay, you guys pull off some magic here, literally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll stand up and just I can't believe you turned your back on me. Never turn your back. And I'll pull out a small needle from a pouch in my belt,
Oh my god.
and I'll twist it between my fingers and then blow it at the back of his neck, and it'll be I'll give it the deadly effect, so crit rating 2 and vicious quality 2.
All right.
But I do get a setback die, so it'll be 2 purple and 1 black. There we go. So Triumph automatically crits, or you use it for a crit?
How much damage is that?
2. Well, I don't have the advantage to activate vicious, I don't think.
Vicious is passive, actually.
Okay. So yeah, so vicious 2 and then crit, and then should be just 3 damage.
3 damage. Huh, well, the damage, if it's only 3, it doesn't get past his soak, which is 5.
But the
Oh,
crit
so it doesn't crit.
Yeah, you need to get past his soak to crit.
Oh, shoot. But the Triumph could, like, wreck his armor, couldn't it? Like, it could break a piece of equipment or damage equipment.
Yeah,
If he
could
doesn't-
do that, or maybe it could, like, his weapon gets damaged, things like that.
So if you can't crit him, you could at least maybe strip a soak from him so I could slice him in half. Or Verona could blast a hole through him.
Can it break his armor? That's crazy.
Take it to a 1 worsened quality.
Let's see. Do something vital.
Whew, 10:30.
Yeah, so I'll just damage his weapon, so he it upgrades the difficulty of his next attack.
Yeah, that works. Now the guy with the sword, he can't move, so skip.
He doesn't want to throw his sword at me?
He's not throwing his weapon.
Take a risk. Come on.
I'll shoot the guy again.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna go. I'm still going after this guy, guy with the curved blade, because if I can keep stopping him from moving, hopefully the other guys can start taking the other 2 guys out. But yeah, I'm doing what I can. All right. Make sure there's nothing else I can tack on to make this hurt more. Nope, all I got right now is to do is that hamstring shot. So let's use that for now.
Oh my gosh, again.
Cool. So I'm going to crit twice.
All right. And that is how much damage?
It's going to be, where's the damage on it? 3 pierce 2.
3 for your pistol. Oh yeah, half. That's right.
So it's a total of 7. So in half.
Oh yeah.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
But it's pierce 2 as well.
Yep. All right. Yep.
Okay, so I've got vicious 2. I'm critting twice.
Oh.
So that
he also has a crit on him as well, so that's 40.
Right. So
oh my gosh.
Self open, and the attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against him using the exact same pool as the original attack. Cool.
Yes, that's beautiful.
So the exact same attack. It has to be the hamstring shot again. And here's hoping for big.
Oh, your luck ran out.
That's all right. All of a sudden, like I am just firing away these bladed bullets, and this guy's going and then another round goes off, and all of a sudden, just what? And like for a split second, both the guys look over in the direction, and go, "What's happening to that guy?" Giving whoever goes next 4 blue.
4 blue. Okay.
4 blue.
I'm then going to take my maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And spend 2 strain as well to move from short to medium. And no, I'm just going to move from short to medium, trying to put more things, like try to see if I can find something to get completely behind.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yep. So you move back through the landfill, getting behind more trash.
Yeah.
More stuff.
So maybe the dude with the pistol will come running after me, and I can go on a lead him off around, or
pistol duel.
These guys are about to drop. Yeah, we got this. I think this is the last round.
Get him.
You guys are good if I start swinging?
Do it, man.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, so shotgun guy just blasted me in the face. I'm hurting bad. I'm up to 11 out of 16 wounds. And I'm still engaged. So yeah, I'm gonna double up on my aiming and chop this guy in half, hopefully. To get my bonuses from aiming. Yeah, okay. I think that's my pool.
Hold on.
2 and 2.
No, you have 4 blues to that roll.
Oh. Add 4 more blues. Okay. So 4. Yeah. Wow. So 4 and 5.
Advantage.
So none of these are going to matter. I think he's going to be dead.
Yeah, the damage will get him, no doubt. Yeah, it will.
Okay. Because that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage with 2 pierce.
Yeah, the damage gets him and you got 5 advantages.
Okay. 5 advantages. So we kill that guy. The sword guy's hurt. And the pistol guy is probably the most well off, isn't he? Or are they both pretty hurt?
Pistol guy is well off.
Okay. 5 advantages. Is that enough to make one of these guys turn tail?
Probably not turn tail exactly, but it's enough to like put the fear in him.
Okay. Yeah, let's throw a setback at both of them. Can I do that? Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
You'll still have 1 advantage left as well.
And then with that 1 advantage, I'll roll a boost to the next guy in line.
All right. So
1's dead. Whew.
Sword guy, he's immobilized again.
He's still immobilized?
Sad face.
Cracks me up.
Thanks a lot, Jim.
Man, that's what I do.
I will say thanks a lot, Jim, with a friendlier tone.
And he's immobilized and he can't take any maneuvers, but I'm going to say for his action, he's going to take an athletics check to like kind of climb up on top of some of this pile of trash.
Wouldn't that still be a maneuver?
No, since he's making an athletics check, it'll be an action.
Yeah, I think anytime you roll a skill check, so that's kind of a nice workaround.
It's not that he can't take maneuvers, it's that he's immobilized.
Immobilized means you can't take any maneuvers.
Technically, I think that's So he's moving, which kind of like the definition of immobilized means you can't move, but the rules I think state that it's just maneuvers.
In the rules, it says immobilized means you can't take any maneuvers, nor can you like downgrade action to a maneuver, but you can still do an action.
Okay, I guess I just figured that anything that allows him to move is a maneuver rather than an action, even if it requires a skill check.
Nah, and in this case, the athletics thing he's doing is a check, so it's an action.
He's doing like a backflip or something onto a box, or I think it's a kind of a workaround.
Okay.
So I get what you're saying, Jim, too. Like the word immobilized in itself states. Like,
I understand exactly.
Yeah. Is that under item quality, immobilize?
It's in the like combat
Your
section.
immobilized character cannot perform maneuvers, including maneuvers purchased via strain or by spending advantage. Most effects that immobilize a character for last a set duration. If a set duration is not specified, immobilization lasts till the end of the character's next turn. Characters immobilized multiple times. Each instance increases the total duration effect. Blah, blah, blah. May not increase the total duration. It doesn't say anything about backflips. It just says cannot perform maneuvers. So
Okay.
that's it.
Okay.
So it just makes movement like way more costly because now you have to sacrifice your whole action just to like do an athletics check that you might fail. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Mhm.
Whatever he's
And-
doing, let's flip that last point and make it a red so he fails.
Well, I already rolled.
Okay. Oh, you already failed.
Failed with 2 threat and a triumph. Well, he doesn't manage to climb up the trail, but the triumph is he does cause a bit of a landslide, and I mean it'll be more difficult to shoot at him. But with a 2 threat,
Please
like
say he lands prone on his face.
he 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 lands on his face and like he gets hit with trash, and that gives him some strain. 2 points of strain, which will translate to wounds for him. So
Nice.
not doing good right now. Not doing good. And the guy with the pistol, he kind of weighs his options and he decides that Verona is way more dangerous than Nicola is. And he kind of just uses maneuver to kind of run past Neek,
Is that
getting
provoke an
him.
attack of opportunity? Or is that a different game?
I wish it did. Oh man, but he kind of gets out of engaged with Neek, and he goes and like fires back into like the landfill to wherever Verona ran off to. Behind all that trash. Jeez, these guys are really good shots. So even though through the trash, one good bullet manages to hit Verona for 6 damage.
That puts her pretty high. Because it'd be 4 damage with your soak.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully we can end this in the next 15 minutes. Getting sleepy here.
Yeah, I hear you. It's not going to go on too much longer.
Yeah, we should get these guys dropped here.
Is it me now? Or who is it?
One of you guys. So are you at 10 out of 13 now, Jim?
I am. And if you don't mind, I'll take that blue die.
No, yeah, go for it.
Got it. So I'm within short range of this guy then, right? The guy who just shot me?
Yeah.
Awesome. I stop, I plant, I aim twice, take 2 strain. And I'm going for the pain.
All right.
Crap. It's only 7 wounds.
7 wounds?
Yeah.
Only.
2
All
bolt
right.
bolts.
All right.
I was like, yeah. Turned around, aim, yeah. Winged him.
Yeah. So fire, bullets kind of graze him and hit him a bit. He's still up. He's doing fairly all right despite the wounds. And Neek.
Something bugs me in this system about magic or the kind of mechanics of it because like it's base damage, but I can't like she just shot the guy, but pistol 4, um, then you get 3. So it doesn't matter how like if you have a pretty good pistol, you're gonna hit your shot and you're gonna do a ton of damage. But if I add like fire, they get the burn quality, but it's like base damage for the number of turns based on your rank. So 2 damage for 2 rounds. If they have 4 soak, I'm not doing any damage to anybody. You're literally on fire and I'm not doing any damage. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna blow this person up.
There's a good point. Like a lot of the base damage is so low that your magic can be nullified most of the time.
Yeah.
That comes down to if your knowledge is high enough, then
But wait, do remember that the
but
damage is based on your intellect and not your skill.
Oh.
It says based on the number of ranks in your knowledge.
But your knowledge is based off intellect, is it not?
Like when
no,
dealing
it's the number of ranks.
Oh, ranks. Right.
I have 2 ranks in runes, which is the same as Arcana for the purposes of this game. So I'm only going to do a base damage of 2, even though my intellect is 4.
Well, when you're doing the attack spell, the base damage is equal to the characteristic that's tied to that skill that you're using for the spell.
Okay, so I should be adding my intellect plus the number of successes.
Yeah, that's how you should do it.
Okay.
And then it's only like the qualities themselves are tied to your knowledge skill, but the base damage is a characteristic tied to the skill you're using.
Okay, so either way, I'm going to pull out one of my little. It's like you remember in arcades, and the guy would have the little change thing, and he's like, and he would pump out quarters for you.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those, but it pumps out a little quarter, like a little disc. And I'm gonna chuck it at him, and I'm gonna give it the fire quality and the destructive quality, which gains sunder and pierce 2.
All right.
So let's do this.
It's a lot of purples.
That'll do. So 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 damage, 3 threat, which is not great, but I can't activate burn, which stinks.
What about the triumph? You can't activate with the triumph?
Can that activate a crit? Or not a crit, but
Yeah, triumphs can activate crits, they can activate qualities.
okay, so I'll do the burn quality. Destructive has it gains the pierce equal. It's pierce 2.
All right, how much damage was that?
So if I use my intellect, it's 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
All right, 7
with
damage.
4 damage for an additional 2 rounds.
Okay. So 7 damage.
Pierce 2.
Pierce 2. All right.
All right, so he
fire.
is feeling the hurt and he is on fire. Yeah, so he's got hit and he's lit on fire. His clothes are starting to burn a bit. He's freaking out. Oh, and with that 3 threat, we'll say as you're casting that, we'll say with one, you take 1 point of strain, and then with the other 2, you get a setback die to your next check.
Okay.
So a setback for Neek. Back to the top of the round.
Yep.
Who's up?
I am. I'm going to spend 2 more strain to take 3 maneuvers and run.
Oh, yeah? You're just booking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so you're running. So that puts you basically at long range from everyone else and about like partway through medium from the pistol guy.
Okay.
And that'll be that. And pistol guy, he's not chasing you that far. So
I mean, I just lit him on fire. He's probably mad at me.
yeah. So he being lit on fire, he kind of goes and he fires toward Neek. Kind of wildly. One. Say, hey, but that wouldn't be let him being lit on fire. I'm gonna be nice so he gets a setback die.
He can, for 2 difficulty, he can roll around on the ground to put himself out.
That's also true. He's gonna fire anyway. That is hit sneak for 7 damage.
Okay. Ah! That for soak.
All right,
With my
and
future chainmail.
Happened there.
and sword guy.
Can he move yet?
Yes, he can finally move again. As he gets up and gets up out of the pile of trash that fell on him. And using his maneuver, he's gonna walk over to knock, and he's actually gonna take 2 strain, which is 2 wounds for him to get into engage with knock. He's gonna wail on the line with his sword as best he can.
Man, if I need it needs to be less than 5. It needs to be less than 5. So I have 2 melee defense.
Yeah. Melee defense. All right.
Should I flip this last point, guys, and try to increase the difficulty so I don't die? I think I should.
Yes.
Doing
yes,
it.
Should.
All right.
Another red to that thing.
All right. Bam.
Don't die,
Come
don't die,
on.
don't die.
Don't die, don't die, don't die. Ah, shit. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
That is
Damn, with 2 blank setbacks.
that
That's
is
enormous.
6.
6 minus 4 is 2. Whew.
And
Don't
then
fight.
with the 3 threat, as he's wailing his sword, he's in such a rage and just anger that his not as graceful, and he actually hits like the mound of trash right next to you guys, and the mound starts falling and toppling on him,
Nice.
and he kind of gets stuck underneath it. Like, oh no!
I like that.
Oh man.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna stab him right in the chest here and finish him off is my goal.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him and give yourself a boost die because he's like underneath all this trash. He can't really dodge all that well.
So he comes in with that hit, and I kind of get my shield up, but it slides in and kind of nicks me. And I knock the sword away and just kind of laugh in his face. This like laugh, kind of roar, growl thing that I do. And then I just come in swinging hard. So I have 2 bonus. I'm going to double aim because he's already engaged with me. I got my 3 yellow, the 1 red, the 1 purple. And 2 should be enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with 2 pierce.
Yep, that takes him out.
Yeah, so I think actually what would happen is when I knocked the last sword away, I just come in with a swing. I'm just gonna take him off at the neck. Just my super sharp edged sword just takes his head right off.
All right. And boom.
We still got the pistolier though, burning alive here. So it's not over yet.
Nope, and last slot.
Oh, is she gonna still run or?
You're up. She already ran.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Then if I'm up, I will slap my Ben 10 watch again and put up a barrier around myself, and I'll give it add defense, so it'll be 3 purple, but it gives me range and melee defense equal to my rank, so 2. So gives me defense 2 for melee and ranged.
Okay.
And I had a setback.
All right. And top of the round, PC slot.
Oh, back to us. Well, since Jim, you're just running, do you mind if I try to kill this last guy?
Sure, go ahead.
So Nock's he just lops off this other guy's head and then just advances in a slow walk towards this burning pistolier. Shield's kind of up around his shoulder, but he's just kind of walking in, determined to finish this. Where am I to this pistolier? Short, medium?
I'll say short.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fleet a pot over there, and then I'm gonna aim with a precision stab. Actually, I'm gonna roll first, and I have a pretty fun idea if this works. Okay, I'm gonna describe it. So it's basically the exact same roll with only 1 boost. Oh yeah. So this is I'm stealing this right from that Troy movie with Brad Pitt. He just kind of jauntily walks up, jumps up in the air, sword comes down like right in his shoulder, down to his chest, pulls the sword out, lands on his feet, and then walks past him as the guy falls. Oh, I'm assuming he's gonna die, but I might be wrong. But he kind of just stabs him here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 2 pierce, and I'm pretty sure I can crit him twice here.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
he's not dead. He's like a huff away. So you just want to crit him for the heck of it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna crit him twice.
All right. So that's 2 crit 10. Well, unless your sword has vicious.
Well, let's take a look here. What do I got? Pierce 2. No vicious.
So just crit plus 10.
Okay, so I roll special rolls, 100-sided die, and then where's that modifier? Is 10.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
Horrific injury.
Wow.
Well, with that crit, we'll just say that injury just basically just takes him out.
Okay.
He gets so hurt that he can't fight anymore. He just falls onto the ground and burns and screaming.
That's not the burning one. The burning one's coming back after me. Pistolero.
Cool. Okay, so that's all of them then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all of them. And then you see Adam and Hasua. They step out from the trash because they didn't want to be seen. And who knows what would have happened then.
So Nock just kind of bends down, wipes the blood off his blade off the last victim. Sheathes it, puts the shield on his back. What's this curved blade? What kind of stats is this baby rocking?
Um. Well, it has damage is +1, and it has Pierce 1 and a crit of 2.
Yeah. Not worth it. Yeah. Okay. I just kind of turned back to the two, or the charges that we have here, and just let's get you to the wall in case any more of these uh, goons show up.
They each nod, and you all, well, you and Nicola, because who knows where Verona ran off to. You guys walk them to the wall, to the vent that leads outside the city.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll search the bodies. We'll figure that out later, I guess.
And
I want to know how they knew to come here.
as you lead them to the vent, they look back at you two, and Adam says, "I thank you again for what you've done." And he reaches into his pocket and takes out a case that has the money in it. I know physical units are a bit old school, but it's all we have.
Hey, money's money.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Until we meet again.
Knock just he gets in close to Huna, who's what's her name?
Hasua.
Hasua, and he says to her and Adam kind of close. He's like, I know people who can help. If you ever need anything, just reach out. If you're ever in trouble with these goons, who dealt with them before. And he just kind of like give it like a reassurance, like, you know, his connection with Laura and his connection with like an afflicted. He just kind of wants to reassure that, like, if they need him in the future, that he's willing to help out with stuff. So it's kind of, yeah.
You say that, they nod, and Hasua kind of reaches up to you, and she says, "Maybe I was wrong about you." And she like tugs on one of your whiskers and smiles and walks down the thing.
Knox just pumped right up after that. Just like, yeah. Cool.
All right, and they walk down and they disappear into the darkness of the tunnel.
All right.
Sweet.
Unless there's anything else you guys want to do real quick before we end off.
Nope.
I mean, we could loot the bodies. I mean, didn't seem like they had too much of interest. But I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a magic wand, glove.
I mean, all this guys got on them are their weapons and their coats and whatnot.
And a $1,000 cred stick. Cool. Okay, yeah, I'm
cool.
good. Yeah, thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, a little like what's that movie with like Children of Men action?
Oh yeah, smuggling out some people.
Yeah.
I like it. Knock actually got to be successful with his sword for once. That was nice.
For once. All right,
Nicola
so I
didn't die.
guess
Imagine that.
Nicola didn't die. So you guys got, I think we were at 25 XP per session.
I think that was what we're talking, and then
Cool.
I think Jim said them about like 500 credits per
Per
like,
person. So that's basically,
scenario.
yeah, that's basically what you guys got from the payment. So 1,500, split that evenly. That's 500 for each.
Yeah. Is that your whole session, Josh? Are you done for next time? Then it will go on to Matt.
Yeah, that's
That's what you had planned.
my
Sweet.
whole thing. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
I thought I'm
Yeah.
making it a two-parter, but I was like, I think this is nice to stop it. Pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean that's what the goal is, right? Everyone gets to get back into the playing. It's nice to be back as a character.
Yeah, all right. All right, well, I hope you guys
You're
had
not gonna
fun with
have
that one.
You're not gonna have your golf ball slinging wizard anymore.